boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
What up, what up, what up? Make sure y'all hit that like button. I got some questions for y'all this evening. Happy Sunday night, let's go. Shout out to the No Cap crew in the building early. Let's go, dawg.
Spacey got the sauce on.
Activity with your boy Freezing. Join in tonight. No captivity. Only the boss motherfucking bitches fuck with motherfucking Freezing. No captivity. Get into it.
Spacey got the sauce on.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Times in our life,
You got time to sing on it. You sing.
we all have pain.
So then you gonna sing.
We all have sorrow. Then I look at Wayne and I know that he will be ugly tomorrow. Lean on me when you're my cousin and I'll be your friend. I help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need my cousin to care.
No captivity. Freezy.
What up? You are officially locked in to No Captivity with Freezy, where we tackle issues that sometimes have us trapped in this thing that we call life. But if you know me, you know my motto. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And if you rock with your boy, please like, share, and subscribe. I just forgot.
No captivity.
I've been doing that monologue. Hold on. And if you rock with your boy, please hit the like button and subscribe. I forgot what do y'all remember what I said? Hold on, let me try it again.
No captivity. Freezy.
What up? You are officially locked in to No Captivity with Freezy. I said Tibity. Hold on, man. Wait.
No captivity. Freezy.
What up? You are officially locked in to No Captivity with Freezy, where we tackle issues that sometimes have us trapped in this thing that we call life. But if you rock life, and if you rock with your boy, please hit the like and subscribe button hard. Yeah, that's what it said. Hard right now. And also comment and share this video. That is if you rock with your boy Freezy. Let's go.
No captivity.
Listen, y'all. I'm a perfectionist. All right? I'm sorry. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. This Sunday feel good, don't it, huh?
No captivity.
Don't it feel good? Thank you. Shout out to Justin Wade in the building. Super chat. I ain't mean to hit that. Hold on.
No captivity.
Shout out to Hassan in the building. Let me see. Shout out to East Senior in the building.
No captivity.
2 Glock Hot, my dog in the building.
No captivity.
My sister J. Corey in the building.
No captivity.
Importer in the building.
No captivity.
The Clark Wade TV in the building.
No captivity.
Quantum Love in the building.
No captivity.
Love W in the building.
No captivity.
I ain't got nobody else. I want to say it again. I wanted to say that again. Listen, thank y'all, the whole No Cap crew, for being here early. I really appreciate it. As always, man, listen, I got questions for y'all this evening. We're gonna have a discussion, right? I think I'm gonna put the link in the chat early just in case somebody wants to come up. Y'all know I'm gonna be giving my opinion, but this is a free for all show. I got questions. We're gonna be talking about a couple of topics, and most of the I'm gonna just show the videos, and I got one picture I'm gonna show, or we're gonna read a tweet. But we're gonna talk about the videos I'm gonna show. I'm gonna ask y'all opinions. Who do you think was right or who do you think was wrong? This is a simple show. Who do you think was right? Who do you think was wrong? What's your opinion? Okay? I really would very much like for you guys to hit the link and come on up, especially if you can show your face, right? But if you come up and you show your face and you got a camera phone, turn it to the side like this here. Turn it to the side. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Watch this. See how I do that? Turn it to the side like that though. So I can get the wide screen. So it won't just be one little rectangle, it'll be your whole screen on the camera, right? Listen, I had to get trained. You know, some of y'all don't feel bad. We gonna hang out. Shout out to Caramel Drip, my sister in the building.
No Cap-tivity.
Coming through. Listen, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit that like button. All right, hit the dislike button. I ain't never have I ever hit a dislike button before? Have I ever been to a Ku Klux Klan podcast? I'll go to a Ku Klux Klan podcast and talk with them. Y'all won't go to a Ku Klux Klan podcast? I will. Listen, if Ku Klux Klan had a podcast and they had all of the panelists was up there with white sheets on, Freezer would come up there dressed just like this. Y'all won't go to a Ku Klux Klan podcast?
You so crazy.
I'm saying if they talking about issues and races and stuff and they feel like why black people need to leave America and stuff like that, and y'all won't join and say, hey, give your opinion on the Ku Klux Klan podcast? A Ku Klux Klanman can join my podcast. I'm not gonna let him not join. He can join my podcast. I don't care about that. Shout out to my sister, Just Jay in the building.
No Cap-tivity.
Yeah. We finna do it. Emperor, thank you, Just Jay. Thank you for reminding me. Emperor, how's your mom? Been praying for your mom, bro. And y'all keep praying for Emperor's mom, man. That she makes a speedy recovery. If she hasn't already made it out the hospital, I don't know. But bro, I'm gonna keep praying for your mom, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know you hold her dear to your heart. Trust me, I know exactly what you mean, bro. He said she's doing better. Let me highlight that. She's doing better. Thanks. They discharged her last night. Let's go. Hold on, let me get applause. That's awesome, bro. Thank you, man, for sharing that information. God is good, ain't he? Ain't God good? Come on now.
No Cap-tivity.
So listen. Also, what did I miss out? Okay, to support, to support this platform, right? To support this platform, either leave a super cap, aka super chat, or you can leave a cash cap, aka cash app, and you can leave the cash cap to $Freezer1976. That's $Freezer1976. Okay, let's get this show started, y'all. Let me see what I'm gonna start with first. I'm gonna start with something simple because the show's gonna get better as it goes on. We're gonna talk about Jeezy and Jenny Mae. But we're not going to talk about their relationship per se. We're going to talk about something else pertaining to their relationship. This guy right here is Jeezy's childhood friend, and he came out and called himself spilling all the beans on. We're going to talk about it. We ain't going to talk about it right now, but we're going to talk about it. Also, we're going to talk about Yo Gotti and his girlfriend, Angela Simmons, right? Now, I got a video that I seen on Instagram. I looked at damn near all the damn comments and nobody caught what I caught on this video. Nobody talked about it in the comment section, but we're gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna ask y'all a question, a key question, because I need y'all opinion. Okay? I was talking about it outside of YouTube, and I had a difference of opinion. But I want to know what y'all think on if y'all think, you know, I just want to know if I was right or wrong. That's what I want to know. So also, thank you, Caramel Drip. Thank you. Caramel Drip say, please show love through Cash App or Super Cap. Either or, show love. Please. She said, please. Please show love. Please. Did you say it like this? Please, please. Please. That's how she said it. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. I see my dog Anton in the chat, right? Anton just sent a yard and he's automatically the sponsor of the show. Y'all already know that. And I'm finna recognize that, but I want to talk about something else briefly before I recognize this yard that my homeboy sent me.
No Cap-tivity.
I see TD, aka Ton Dog, on this show. Now, out of respect for my dog TD, I'm not gonna name the show, but I seen it and they tried to triple team my damn dog. And let me tell y'all something, man. If you're a real man out here, a real woman, stick to your guns. Because there's a lot of suspect dudes out here, a lot of simps out here. I seen when my dog went up there on that goddamn panel and tried to talk some sense into these niggas. And them guys tried to simplify my homeboy. They came, they was shooting out the clip from all different directions. I seen Anton doing like this. Dodging bullets. But he held strong. And Anton, I want to tell you this. You didn't say nothing wrong, dog. Okay, I might put the link in my description. Okay, I don't really. You know what? Should I say? I'll tell y'all at the end of the show. I'll tell y'all. I don't want to. You know, I don't want to do it right now. But listen, I just want to say, you know, Anton, I'm thinking about reviewing that, going over that clip that, you know, when you showed up on their podcast. And I'm going to review it because it was so much wrong that was said from the opposing side. It was so much wrong that was said, man. These guys is delusion fucking old. I'm gonna tell you.
No Cap-tivity.
Ain't the pandering at an all-time high? I'm talking about guys go from Dr. Sabi, they go from Dr. Sabi frauds, and then when that shit don't work out, right? When you get exposed, now you go to pandering to women and shit. And real niggas can see that shit a mile away. And then the other two clowns, they just sitting up there eating it up. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Just because these pretty boys be wearing tight shirts, that don't mean that they right.
This one here for the thug.
Shout out to my dog, TD, aka Anton.
Super chat.
My dog Anton sent $100 super cap. And you know what he said? $100. Yeah.
No Cap-tivity.
See, and I know why Anton Anton do it like that because he's just about action, man. He's a man of, you know, only time Anton really talk a lot is when, you know, when he cam up and when it's about business. But listen. Thank you, Anton. That's my dog. I love you. Bro, trust me, bro. You weren't wrong And them other guys, I don't know, man. The world is just gonna get worse, man. It's not gonna get better. When I seen that bullshit, it's just gonna get worse. I said it's gonna get worse. These guys are getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And just to let y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, the question that was posed, they were talking about 50-50 relationships. Who should a man allow a woman to work, or should he allow her to stay home? Should he let her stay home and then he just work even if he have to work 3-4 jobs, right? But what they forgot to mention is, what if she want to work, right? And also what Anton was trying to tell them is, the goal is to get out of poverty, the goal is to get out of your current situation as fast as possible. That's the goal, with a sane mind. And then another thing is, a woman can have an attitude even if she don't work. That don't mean she's gonna have you at peace. What actually determines a woman making sure her husband is at peace is her spirituality, where she's grounded at. I don't give a damn if she worked 40 hours a week, or if she's a stay-at-home mom. It don't matter. Whether she stays at home or whether she works is not going to determine how peaceful she is and how peaceful she keeps the house. But I don't want to go on no damn rant, man. I'm going to review that. I'm going to review that podcast, man, because it was all over the place. Anton, thank you for the super cap, man. I really appreciate that, dog. Let's get it.
No Cap-tivity.
Listen, y'all. How y'all feeling this evening? Who all came through the door? Who else came through the door? Next level, what's going on,
No
dog?
Cap-tivity.
Let me see. Who else came through the door? Travel One, what's going on, sis?
No Cap-tivity.
Okay, so listen, let's get started. This is my first question. I told y'all today is basically questions, and I need y'all to answer them for me. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and put the link in the chat right now. Anybody can join me. This is a free for all show. Anybody can come up here right now. Okay, anybody just come up and hang out. You ain't even got to say nothing. Just come up and hang out. And if you got something to say, just talk. Just come on, hang out with your homeboy. Let me see. Join the show. Join the show. Oh, snap. I got the pin. Okay, so I just pinned the link to the top of the chat. Listen, y'all can hit the link at any time. Anytime. Okay? I'ma know y'all back there because I got a doorbell. It rings. And y'all hear it too on y'all end. Trust me, you're gonna hear it. Shout out to 907 Good Eats in the building. Good Eats. Did you cook today, 907? She said, what up to the No Cap crew? She said she watching this thing on the big screen tonight, on TV. She watching the No Cap-tivity with Freeze's show on TV on the 80-inch. Yeah.
No Cap-tivity.
So listen. I got this the first question. I'm gonna set it up for y'all. This is the first question. Let me see. This is the first question. Let me see. Right here. This is the first question, y'all. So I'm gonna read this and I want y'all to give me y'all opinion. You can join the panel, or you can send a super chat so I will highlight it. Right? Send a super chat or join the panel. But I don't want that to stop you guys from giving your opinions in the chat. Give your opinions in the chat. This is a free for all. I'm gonna read this. I think this is a tweet, or is this a tweet or Instagram post? I don't know. I don't know. It don't matter. But let me read this to y'all, and y'all give me y'all opinions. This is a young female, and she wrote, my friend mad at me because I told her daughter Santa isn't real. So she told her homegirl's daughter Santa isn't real, and her homegirl is mad because of that. And it goes on to read, and her daughter believes me. So she done changed her daughter's mind about Santa Claus. I don't have kids, so did I cross boundaries? That's what she's asking. She's asking, did she cross boundaries by telling her homegirl's daughter that there is no Santa Claus? Santa Claus ain't real. She said, let me know for real, because if you ask me, why the F you want to keep lying to your kid? The F?
No captivity.
What y'all think about that? Was this lady wrong? Was she wrong for taking it upon herself and telling her homegirl's daughter, hey, listen, it ain't no Santa Claus. The conversation probably went like this. Hey, little girl, you ready for Christmas? Yeah. So, what you think Santa Claus gonna bring you? I don't know. I want a bike, and I want a PlayStation 10, and I want some pink candy, and I want some Skittles. Well, you know, listen, you know Santa Claus ain't real, right? If anybody gonna get that for you, that's gonna be your mama. Was she wrong for telling the little girl that? Can somebody was she wrong? Was she wrong? I need to know that. Now I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. The reason why this caught my eye is because when I was younger, I told a friend of mine's daughter the same thing. And they looked at me like, why would you tell her that? And I was like, it's because it's the truth. Santa Claus ain't real, and plus I'm giving you the credit. You the one buying the damn gifts. They said, listen, leave that up to me. If anybody gonna tell her Santa Claus is not real, leave that up to me. It's not your place to tell my daughter that Santa Claus ain't real. Then I went to thinking about it. Okay, maybe you're right, but is it really that serious? Like, is Santa Claus really that serious though? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I never thought about it like that until I actually, went through it myself, and I did that myself. I was like, damn, Santa Claus is serious. And it was almost like the parent was almost making it seem like I crushed the little girl's dream, or and I think what it is the parents used to be, we used to wait on Santa Claus when we was younger. At Christmas, let's just face it, Christmas is an exciting time, right? We see the Christmas trees, we see the lights. When I was young, I just used to gaze into the damn Christmas tree because I thought it was a secret city in the Christmas tree when, with the blue and the red and the green lights and stuff. I thought that was a secret city, because, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then on TV, faithfully every year, the cartoons used to come on, or the animated Christmas cartoons used to come on every year. Let's not forget the Christmas story with the Red Ryder BB gun and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is, it was an exciting time, and it was, it did, uplift kids. And we always used to be like, man, what you think you're gonna get this Christmas? Well, in the hood, kids weren't really concerned about we ain't really have them kind of conversations in the hood. We weren't like, man, dog, what Santa Claus gonna bring you? We weren't saying that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But we entertained Santa Claus when we went to public school. That's the only time we entertained Santa Claus. Or when we went to black church, when we went to, we have to say our Easter speech, not Easter speech, but our Christmas speech. Y'all remember when y'all used to have to say y'all Christmas speech? Jesus wept. Who all had to say that speech right there? I always wanted that one right there. That was the only Christmas speech that I wanted to say. Jesus wept, and then sit my ass down. But every time when it comes time to me, because you have to choose your Christmas speech, right? Every time it got down to me, get what? They gave me the longest goddamn Christmas speech. Now I got to memorize a goddamn novel, and the person right next to me always got Jesus wept. I got tired of that bullshit.
No captivity.
I ain't ain't never got Jesus wept. Put a one in the chat if any one of y'all got Jesus wept. You know when they used to pass out the Christmas speeches and, okay, you read this one, you memorize that one, and you memorize that one. I never got Jesus wept. And I was like, what? That was so damn unfair. This motherfucker, all they got to do is say Jesus wept, but I got to give a goddamn commencement speech by Jesus and white Jesus and Santa Claus. What was I talking about? I got all off track. But what I'm saying is that that's the only time we, in the hood, we actually emphasize Santa Claus. But, in the street, when we was just playing in the street, we ain't really give a damn about. We just cared about the present. But was this woman wrong? Was this woman wrong for telling her homegirl's daughter it ain't no Santa Claus? Was this woman wrong for telling her homegirl it ain't no Santa Claus because her homegirl got pretty mad, to say the least? So most of y'all wrote nope. Shout out to AWOL in the building. Most of y'all wrote nope. I know this ain't my damn dog. Let me put my dog on the big screen, on the big screen. Man, let me tell y'all something. I don't really celebrate Christmas, but Christmas just came early. Hold on, let me put my dog on this damn screen, man. I got to give us the NBC exclusive. Y'all see? Do y'all see who? Do y'all listen? Do y'all see who showed up?
What's good? What's good?
I know I'm doing something right.
No Cap-tivity.
I got to be doing something. Israel, what's going on, dog? What's going on with you?
Yo, what's good, Freezy? What's the deal, baby? How you doing, man? What's good?
I'm doing better now that I see you. Shit.
Hey, man, I don't get to catch you live often, man. But I say, yo, next time my man Freezy live, I'm coming up there. I'm going to chop it up with him, even if it's for a brief moment, man. Yo, I support what you're doing, man. Definitely.
No, I'm going to tell you the truth because you know, I'm just like you. I like to keep it 100 on live. Now you done made me feel bad.
Why's that?
Cause
you ain't come through yet, but it's all good, man. I'll be on early in the morning.
No Cap-tivity.
Damn, I feel, damn.
I don't feel bad.
I done came through your chat, though. I done came through your chat. I left a super chat one time. I think one time before, but listen, I'm gonna do better, man. But
listen. I owe you, man, because you sent me an email, man, and it really, and I ain't had a chance to get back to that email. I'm like, damn, I've been meaning to get the Freezy. So I promise next time that I see you live, I was coming up. So this is it, man.
Listen. So this the first question. I got a bunch of topics. Actually, I got like 2 or 3 more topics, but this the first one I wanted to kick it off, and I need your opinion, bro. So this girl, she told her homegirl's daughter Santa Claus isn't real. And her homegirl got really, really mad to the point where she damn near finna fall out with her homegirl. Now, I thought about that, right? And it seems like a minuscule situation, but when you really think about it, because I went through it myself, somebody actually stopped talking to me because I told their kid, Santa Claus ain't real. Do you think she was wrong?
All right. This within certain contexts and nuances, right? So should she have been the one to tell the kid that that there was no Santa Claus? Probably not. At the same time, should adults be lying to their children to begin with? Heck no. Right? Let me say what's up to a couple of people if you don't mind, man. Shout out to Love W, to D, to E, Senior, to Caramel Drip, to Travel One, or everybody. Yo, my man Emperor Kojak 313, the great is in the building. Yo, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, that come through and check me out as well. Salute.
So you were saying that you agree that parents should not lead their kids on. But let's just be honest. This has been going on for centuries.
Right.
Would you actually get so upset to where it would cause friction between you and your friend if your friend took it upon themselves to tell Santa Claus? Let me tell your kid that Santa Claus wasn't real. Would it cause friction?
No, not with me, but I think dudes operate differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Overall, we don't look at things like that. I mean, most of us probably wouldn't tell our children about Santa Claus, period. And then if someone did tell them, we realized that they probably was gonna find out anyway, so we wouldn't be that upset about it. But for, you know what I'm saying?
I get you on that. So listen, that was the first topic, but I'm glad you here because I'm about to go into more serious issues. I got questions. This whole show, I got questions. I want to know who's right, who's wrong. This next video I'm gonna play, it's involving, and we've talked about it in spaces already about whether it's okay for men to show emotions. I think you probably covered it on your platform already before too. Is it okay for men to actually show emotions or like cry in front of their women? Will women perceive it as weak? Right? I'm going to show a video where this teacher is actually explaining to young boys that they should let it out. But I'm going to show another video. Well, you'll see. Let me set it up right quick. Let me set it up.
Now, salute to Big Bad Bull too. Salute to everybody.
Oh, salute to my brother Big Bad Bull, the mob father in the building.
No Cap-tivity.
Okay, let me set it up. Let me see. And I know this is a different software, man. You know what I'm saying? People be coming over here be like, Freezer, man, you need to get rid of this. So you need to go to stream. You know, I don't know, man.
Hey, man, listen. I like your setup, man. You got a different vibe going on. It's cool to have some different stuff going on.
I appreciate that, dog.
I like your intro too. Your intro fire. Like I said, this is the first time I got to catch you live like that. So, you know, I'm excited, man.
Okay. So I'm gonna set this video up, and then I'm gonna play the next video, and then we're gonna talk about it. Here we go.
Not true. Here's what happens, guys. Do me a favor, okay? I'm gonna pour this into this glass, and I want you to tell me when to stop. Deal? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Stop.
Keep going.
Stop.
Okay. So what? So fellas, let's wait. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna clean it up, fellas. One conversation. All eyes up here, okay?
Excuse me.
Now, fellas, this right here represents us. And what happens is we take in everything that we experience throughout the day, right? But because us as young men, we keep it in. Listen, fellas, trying to be tough.
Okay, let me set up the next one. It's a continuation. Let me get rid of this one here. Okay.
We don't let it out. We don't talk about it. We keep it in. What eventually happens?
You overflow.
We overflow and then we make a mess. Now, this is just water, but a mess could be we cuss the teacher out. A mess could be we got in a fight with our friend. Does everybody understand that? So as young men, we have to find safe places that we can talk about what we are going through and what we're feeling. Does that make sense? Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all did a great job today. Now clean this water up, man.
Okay, so now that was the first video I wanted to show. Now I'm gonna show another video where this woman feels different to say the least, somewhat different to say the least, and then we're gonna talk about it. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right.
Muay Thai.
But they have that little chicken neck.
Right.
And then they're posing like
It is, right?
same card. He fought the day we went out of country. We fought on the same card. He fought the day before me. I fought the next day. During the fight, he almost gets knocked out. As this guy is mauling him, he goes like this. What do you think I was thinking?
Not good thoughts.
The boyfriend.
That your
My boyfriend.
was-
Like this.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
Fuck no.
Did it turn you off?
Oh my God, so much.
Whoa.
I was like, dude, you're getting fucked up, and as you're falling to the canvas, you still need to go fuck you.
Wow.
You're like, fuck you, like that.
So the way he
Has
was
to
getting
be.
beaten was fucking with you.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that he was getting beaten.
I
It
don't
was
care.
just
I don't
that
know.
he was like
I don't
shying
care.
away.
Yeah, I don't care if
That he wasn't
You're
digging
not
in.
gonna. Yeah, like you gotta fucking like take that shit.
Take it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like you know, like a champ or like a fighter.
Right.
So, so that was a female on Joe Rogan's show. I didn't want to show the footage right straight up, but she had a difference of opinion. She feels like dudes need to suck it up and they need to be more tougher and fight that shit. They shouldn't like just, you know, show weak emotions or whatnot. What's your opinion on this whole subject matter is?
Yo, I think it's like two different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with the first clip, I think that it's true to a certain extent that young men need to learn how to express themselves and express what they're feeling, right? And
Right.
so it doesn't get bottled up and then explode, right? Now, in regards to crying in front of your lady or being out of control emotionally, I think that men or young men should never do that, right? At the same time, you know, if someone is upsetting you, you know, putting you in a place where you feel vulnerable, putting you in a place where you feel upset or angered or whatever, or sad, then you should express that, hey, look, you know, I don't like what you're doing here. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling how you treat me. Give them an opportunity to correct their behavior. If not, then excuse yourself from them and do what you got to do for your own mental health. You see what I'm saying? But I don't think that you should get out of control emotionally or cry in front of a woman ever. Like ever. Ever.
You don't think there's ever a time where like it's okay to just go ahead and let it go in front of your woman ever?
Ever.
Okay, let me paint a picture. What about if you lose you and your woman? What about if you lose somebody in your immediate family, you know, that you grew up with?
That's different. I think that, like, you know what I mean, if everybody's crying and you're in a situation at a funeral or at a wake.
No, I'm saying if you just found out before y'all get a chance to plan the funeral or anything, and you just found out and you just getting off the phone and your wife asks you, what's wrong? Do you think you should keep it in?
No, you should say, give me a moment, and you should go in the bathroom or wherever and cry your thug tears, and then come back and just tell her, hey, look, you know, I'm sad that I lost such and such, give her a hug, let her comfort you, and keep it moving.
But hold on.
It's waiting for the thug.
Shouldn't you be comfortable to let it go in front of your woman?
Never.
What you say?
No Cap-tivity.
Oh, you said you said never. But listen, this supposed to be your. But this supposed to be your best friend? This supposed to be your ride or die. You know, you supposed to be able to tell her secrets, and she ain't gonna spill the beans.
Wait. Yo, who said any of that? No.
You married.
No,
This the woman you married to.
Listen, but listen. This is my rule now. You know, and I don't say this often, but I never tell anybody anything that I don't care if it gets out. Now, whether you should or not is another question, right? And that goes for anybody. I don't never tell anybody anything that I don't care if it goes out.
So you want?
So I might only tell you. But I don't care if it goes out. So I'm not going to tell you anything deep, dark about me that could be used against me or weaponized against me.
No Cap-tivity.
Is your wife different from anybody else? Hold on, you can't take that long to answer the question.
No Cap-tivity.
Go ahead.
Freezy. She knows me more than anybody else knows me, right? My girl knows me
Right.
more than anybody else knows me. With that being said, there is a cap to, like, I'm not gonna tell her where the bodies are buried. Like, I'm not gonna tell her, like, there's a cap, and she knows it. She knows it. Like, she gets on me a lot about it, but she knows it. Like, there's a cap, because at the end of the day, when stuff goes south, what's the first thing a woman does?
Mm-hmm. Well,
To answer that for me, what's the first thing a woman does, generally speaking, no matter who she
throw it
is,
back in your
when
face.
things go south?
They're gonna throw it back in your
They're
face,
gonna
so they'll,
weaponize
they'll probably
everything
reveal
that
it
you
to
told
somebody else on a gossip phone call or some shit like that. I get it.
Bars.
What I'm
So
telling
you never
though,
give
go ahead.
anybody any ammunition to be able to use against you in a way that's gonna render you.
When you said not tell your wife where the body's at, I get that part. Right? That's just something. Some things as a man you should take to, handle your own business and take it to the grave, right? But as far as something like, if something traumatic happens and I just need to let it go, I think I would cry in front of him. Like if I lost, I lost my mom and I lost my dad, right? Like,
my condolences, brother. My condolences.
Oh, most definitely. When I lost my mom, and she knew how much my mom, meant to me in my life, because I was her caregiver for, almost 20 years. When I lost her, I cried. I cried at home. As soon as I got the phone call, I cried, man. You know what I'm saying? And then I was in a situation where I had to go and see my mom's body at the hospital. And she was on a hospital bed. She was, she was going to chaplain, talk to me and all that kind of stuff. I agree with you. My first instinct was to like try to find a safe space to go, but I was right there. And what I'm trying to say is it's going to be some incidences where you should be able to trust your wife with your emotions. Like, come on, is.
Never. Let me say this real quick, because I don't want to be a hypocrite.
Go ahead.
Let me say this real quick, because I don't want to be a hypocrite. There was one time since I've been on YouTube where something had bothered me so much, and it really brought me to tears, right? Mm-hmm. And she was right there. But she didn't see the tears. She saw the aftermath of the tears. She didn't see the tears. And I was just like, yo, stuff. I explained it. I said, yo, stuff is bothering. Stuff get a little rough sometimes, whatever the case may be.
Right.
So I'm not saying that, as a human being, because I don't want to dehumanize men, because we are human beings, right? And we do have feelings and we do have emotions. So I don't want to do that. What I'm saying to clarify is that we always have to stay in our frame, and we always got to be conscious of they're looking at us to be that rock, to be that support, to be that man that's going to be able to hold them down. So with that, it takes a certain level of respect, that takes a certain level of appearance of superhumanness, you know what I'm saying? Even though they know that we're not, you know what I mean? And they know that stuff bothers us, but we got to have that sort of appearance. It is what it is. It's kind of like the same thing. Like, a good woman is not going to go outside with no clothes on, but a man could walk around with no shirt on. You see what I'm saying? It's one of those double standard type things that is societal in the society we live in, and it just is what it is. But in order to maintain a certain thing, you gotta have that lore about you, right? There's got to be a certain level of mystery to you as a man, even with your woman, no matter how long you are with her, so that she has a certain level of respect for you.
I totally agree with what you said. I agree with everything you said. The only thing I will give a little pushback on is like stuff like if I lose my job, or the pressure's on, we behind, let's just say hypothetically, if I'm behind on bills and I got anxiety because of it, I'm stressed. Yeah, I'm gonna seem weak as hell if I cry to my damn wife, or I just bust out crying in the kitchen. I lean over on the counter or some shit and she have to pat me on the fucking back or some shit. Yeah, you right. We never gonna see that scene. What I'm saying is, I'm just saying, in extreme situations, I think you should have enough grace with your wife. In like, I'm talking about 2% situations, extreme situations where, like what I described. Let's just say if me and my wife got a child together, and we both lost a child. We need to cry together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or let's say this. What if this is a good one is, what if I decided to go to marriage counseling, and then my therapist is so good. I know you're going to disagree, but my therapist is so good to where they work up some emotions, and they make me deal with something in my past that I really never really dealt with. And my wife is sitting right there. What you think I should do? You think I should get up, you think I should ask for a timeout?
Yes. Absolutely. Ask for a timeout. Say, hey, can you give me 1 moment? I need to use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Compose yourself, come back, and then, you know what I'm saying? You could express, listen, verbally, you could express, what you need to express. At the same time, it's a funny thing. The whole time I'm talking, I'm thinking about what AM said. Shout out to the Angry Man. And he has this saying about Batman.
Shout out to AM.
Right? Mm-hmm. You never know where the Batcave, part of the allure of Batman is no one never seen Batman change a tire. No one's never seen Batman get an oil change. No one never seen Batman go to the Batcave, right? Most 99.99% of people don't know where the Batcave is. And out of all the superheroes, Batman is the most human.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But his allure and his power comes from the fact that no one really has anything on him for real. Now, Alfred, his man, you know what I'm saying? His man, 100 grand, got his back, but no woman know all the Batman secrets. And let's juxtapose.
Has Batman ever cried
before? Superman. We never seen Batman cry. I never seen Batman cry. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a super duper comic book guy, but I've never seen Batman cry. But let's juxtapose Superman. What makes Superman weak besides the kryptonite is Lois Lane.
Right.
Lois Lane knows that him and Clark Kent is the same person, and that card gets pulled all the time. And we've seen Superman even to his own demise at one point because of that.
You like Batman better than Superman. That just, let's go ahead and get that straight, right? You like Batman.
No, I don't.
Why? Hold on.
I would rather have Superman's powers. Let me say, because Superman is Superman. Superman is a real superhero. Batman's superpowers, he's rich and mysterious. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And industrious.
Well, I think for the most part, me and you agree on 98% of this whole issue. But I do think I would feel good if I had a little grace from my wife to where she would give me enough space if it's very extreme. Like I could cry in the bathroom all day about this particular situation. But if it's that bad, I'm not gonna keep going to the bathroom. Especially if I'm in my house. If I'm in my house and it's just me and her, I'm not just gonna keep saying excuse me. I'm not gonna do that, man.
I mean, I understand it to each his own, but most of the time I've seen that end up bad. You ever see Trey on Boys in the Hood? Did you see Trey on Boys in the Hood? It ends up bad, and he had a legitimate reason to be punching the damn air.
I agree with you though.
To your girl, when you go crying to your girl, it's hard for her to respect you, bro. It's hard for her. It just is. It's one of those things. It shouldn't be that way, but especially in our community, it is what it is. It is that way.
But all girls ain't like that though, right?
Shit.
You think all girls like that? Hold on, let me put a poll in the chat, and then we're gonna go to the next because I'm curious to see. Let me put a poll in the chat, see what the women think in the chat. Is it?
What? Salute to AWOL. That's a fact. Salute to AWOL. That's a bar right there. If you highlight that, that's a bar right there. Salute to AWOL.
Okay, I'm gonna
Salute
read it in
to
1
AWOL.
second. But yeah, man, I'm gonna put husband
Shout out to Next Level.
to cry in front of you in extreme situation.
Man, I love my mama to life, yo, Freezy. And my mama called me out for crying one time in front of her as a grown man. So I learned quick. Yeah, my mama called me out for crying in front of her. That's why you was crying about such. I said, oh, okay. I learned quick. That's my own damn mama.
Well, you get honest then. Yeah. You added a bunch of context when you said that. I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna lie. My mom, and to be honest with you, my mom was the same way. She was very surly, very like a, like no nonsense woman. But it kind of actually made me not want a woman like that, man. When I grew up,
of course.
You feel what I'm saying?
Of course, a woman different. Of course, yes. I absolutely know what you're saying. Absolutely, yeah. I know what you're saying. Yes.
What AWOL said. AWOL said, I would cry in front of my boys before my woman.
Bars. Yo, shout out to my guy Trucker Yell in the building. What's going on? Salute. Yeah. That's true.
I get
it's
it.
True,
I
man.
get
Freezy.
It. I get it.
It's freezy. It's true. It's crazy. It's crazy that it is that way. And again, I share things with my girl that I don't share with nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we have a different level of relationship. I think that you should have a different level of relationship with your woman than anyone else. At the same time, when it comes to stuff like that, she's looking for you to be that rock. And when times get hard and when things get rough and she's crying, she's looking for you to be that shoulder to cry on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she's needing that from you. So I'm not the most stoic dude. I'm not going to even pretend like I am. At the same time, when it comes to those type of extremes, I really make a concerted effort to hold that down.
And it's looking like most of the women in the chat is agreeing with you too. It's most of the women in the chat is agreeing with you too. 60% is saying, no, it's not okay for you to cry in front of me. That's what they. That's exactly what they.
No Cap-tivity.
And I put extreme situations. That's crazy.
Yeah, under no I'm telling you, under no circumstance, because unfortunately, it's kind of like a biological. I think it's something biological within them that makes them lose a certain amount of respect for you as a man, because they're like, oh well, he's, think about it. When you realize that you're as strong as your hero or stronger than your hero, what happens?
A little faith starts diminishing. I get it. I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand. I just want my woman to know if I cry because of an extreme situation, I hope she knows me well enough to know that doesn't make me weak. I want my woman to know me well enough to know that. Let me tell you something. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you something in 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you something in 1 second, and you can tell me if I was wrong. Let me bring Trucker Yell up right quick. Let me see. Let me bring my boy up. Matter of fact, let me just put us up here.
Shout out to my guy, Big Bad Bull.
At Trucker Yell. Okay, there he go.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Before we go to the next subject, you been paying attention?
I just walked into grown men saying, "Don't cry in front of your woman." I'm like, "Don't do it. Don't do it.
God.
Don't."
What you got to say, yeah? Tell me. Just give it to us, blood raw, Paul.
Y'all better not cry in front of these women. Y'all better not cry in front of these women. Don't y'all even think about it, boy. I'm trying to tell you, bro. They listen. They have no grace when it comes to a man crying. They want grace because they're crying.
You saying you agree with his? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree with it. Don't you do it? Don't you do it? No. Like if you gonna do it, you might get a little tear here, a little tear here. But if you about to cry, hey, hurry up and walk in the kitchen.
Yeah, you might be able to you might be able to get that Denzel tear out. That Denzel tear might be a little bit sexy to them, but that one Denzel tear, that's it. That's all you get.
Even if a close, immediate family member meets their demise or something like that.
I'll give you an example.
Go ahead.
My grandmother had just passed away like a month.
Hold on,
after,
before you go, y'all making me look soft as hell. But go ahead, y'all good.
No. A month.
Salute to my God. My bad.
A month after my first daughter was born, her grandmother passed away. Right. So I was just holding it in. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter's other grandmother came in, and she was like, "Oh, I heard about your grandma. I apologize. I'm sorry for your loss." So I was like, "Oh yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So then I was like, I just went in the kitchen real quick, and it just came out. It just came out like it burst out. Wipe my tears real quick, and then walk like ain't nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro.
So. Do you think you know your old lady pretty well?
Oh, JT and Pink.
Oh no, hold on. Let me change that. Damn, that was from the last show. That was from the last show. I'm glad you caught that, dog. Yeah. Glad you caught it. But listen, so I'm pretty sure y'all know y'all significant others very, very well.
Right.
And you know what actually makes them, how they operate, and what they will react to in a net positive, negative way. Do you think your woman would penalize you if you cried in because of an extreme, catastrophic, traumatic event? Do you think
later,
she would
yes.
look at you different?
I'm gonna be honest.
Not right away, but later, yes.
You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
They might say that they want that real sensitive guy that's gonna cry on their shoulders and sing to the sun and caw and all that other BS. But in reality, bro, that pussy gonna dry up immediately. It might not happen that day. It might not happen that week. But I guarantee you, when you start seeing her change up and start talking aggressive to you, it's because of that one moment. I mean, look at it. Give you a precise. Look at Tyrese when he cried about his daughter, how his mother, the woman who dogged him, you took his child and all that stuff. They didn't show an ounce of sympathy for that man. If a woman was to do that, she get all the love. Yo, they clowned that man. They made memes about that man for actually trying to fight for his daughter. They ain't had no sympathy.
And the wife dogged him out too.
Yeah, and the wife did him
dogged him out
dirty.
too.
Yeah, the wife did him dirty. Took his kid the whole 9 yards, but when he cried about his daughter being taken away from him and stuff like that, because that's a real. When he cried, that's what a lot of men do when they kids get ripped away from them. You might not see it, but that was a real scenario.
This the last question before we move on to the next video. Has your woman ever said, "It's okay. Listen, if you need to let it go, if you need to cry in front of me, it's okay. This is a safe place, safe space." Have they ever told y'all something like that? Not like quote unquote, but something like that.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, my girl. I've had a woman say, "You don't never cry in front of me. Why you don't never cry in front of me?" And I just was thinking, I never will.
And you don't believe them. What y'all saying is you don't believe them. You don't believe them. It's
the same thing as when your girl tell you, "Hey, listen, you've been working hard for the family. Go ahead and take a break and let me work for the family, and you stay home with the kids. You better never do it. You better never do it."
Nah,
it seemed like it should work. It seemed like it should be the right thing to do, but you better never do it. You better always be getting money,
I totally
working
agree
hard,
with that.
trying to take care of your family.
I totally agree with that. Let me read this super chat, and then we're going to go on to the next video. I got 2 more videos. Super chat! Shout out to Next Level with the $2 super cap. He said, I cry to myself. Facts, Izzy. Let's get it.
No cap. Cap-tivity.
So most everybody in the chat is agreeing with y'all. Now, I will say it's a close race. It's a close race, you know. So some people,
okay.
it's what it is. Oh, hold on. We dead even. Hold on. We dead even, guys.
Yeah, they lying.
That's
They lying.
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you right now. They lying, and they know it. Some of these women out here right now say, "Oh my God,
Getting win for the
my
thug.
husband cried." They know they lying out this rough. If their husband breaks down and extremely cry after a while, she gonna be right on the phone for the next week talking to her homegirls. Yeah, this nigga, he cried. Girl, that shit was weak as hell. That nigga cry is ugly, girl. I don't know. Like, yo, they gonna be clowning that man. I'm just gonna be 100. That's what they gonna do.
Or laughing about him, girl. I had him crying into like a little baby. Yo, one of the two.
So now we've got to the bottom of the issue. Y'all think it's not what they're gonna say in front of y'all, it's what they might say when y'all not around. That's what y'all really
we know.
No, hold on real quick,
they
Trucker.
do.
For me, it's not really about what they say per se. It's about how they begin to view you and how they begin to see you as a result of that. That's for me.
And you think that your girl is your woman, your wife is going to be a little different, subtle, but not. It's going to be a difference. You saying that? And I'm telling y'all this right now. If it's a difference with my wife after I do cry about something like so extreme, I'm going to have an attitude with her. I'm just being honest with y'all.
I mean,
but Freezy, let me ask you a question. Can you really have like that's one of them things that I think is everything is not a man's fault to me. Let me just preface that. But that's one of the things that I think a man can help, that he should help, that is his fault if he allows himself to slip in that manner.
I agree with that. Go ahead, Trucker. I'm gonna let you get the last word, then we're gonna go to the next video.
Yeah, it's like it's like, I mean, we see it all the time, bro. You think they ain't gonna look at you different even when you tell them your most dangerous secret or whatever it is, and they throw it in your face during the Thanksgiving. Bro,
In front of your people.
If they in front of everybody.
Gossip now. Yeah, you're right. Right.
That's what I'm saying. So again, it is sad that that happens, but it is what it is, man. We've seen it from time to time. We've seen Freeze. I can guarantee right now, you've seen some scenarios in your family probably where somebody then threw some shit in his face and he got clowned about it.
Bro, what y'all just made me realize? It's sad. Like this why dudes out here. This is why dudes out here offing themselves, bro. Because like dudes ain't got no real outlet though, dog.
Nah.
But your boys are supposed to have a network of men that you can chop it up with.
They gonna pick at you too. They gonna pick at you.
No, but that's different though. That's different. You supposed to have a network of men that they could lean on you and you could lean on them. Dudes that you could trust, that's really in your circle, that's really down for you, and y'all supposed to build each other up. Because this is the thing, truth of the matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
You love your woman, right? But I think we all are under the preface that you're supposed to take care of your woman. You're supposed to maintain and provide for your woman. You're supposed to make things, better for her, easier for her, whatever the case may be. So in essence, you're the boss. Imagine your employer, the boss, coming to you with a tear in their eye about some stuff that they're going through.
Yeah, he's gonna seem weak to me.
There you have it.
But
this is human nature.
If my boss wife passed away, I might lot him some grace.
Well, that's different.
But you're a man though. But so you gotta think you're a man that thinks like a man.
But you will admit that's a little different though, right? It's extreme.
Yeah,
saying.
Yeah, it is. It is. However, the thing about it is guaranteed when things get rough, and like Trucker's alluded to, and you see, we've all seen it at the Christmas, the Thanksgiving, and it might be a family member. When things get rough and he might disagree with her in front of everyone, that's why you was crying about such and such, just such a baby. You was a bit, whatever the case may be.
Bro. Hey, look, Freezy sitting there like, yeah, I remember my uncle.
I mean,
Like,
am I wrong?
we
Am
all-
I wrong, Freezy?
Nah, bro,
You haven't
I've
come
seen
across
it.
nothing like that?
It's memorable, and I might do recall it, and it's gonna stick out. It's gonna be very significant. If I seen my uncle, who I never seen cry, and he just bust out crying, I ain't gonna never forget that shit, and we gonna talk about it. Yeah, we is gonna talk about it, you know.
It's hard.
But I
But
just
have you
feel
seen
like
a man?
Go ahead.
Have you seen a man get clowned? Have you seen a man get clowned by a woman in front of everybody from a private situation that him and his wife was talking about?
Yes, but in a situation like that, I'm gonna automatically feel that woman wants shit in from to begin with, you know.
No Cap-tivity to that woman. Imagine
I'ma
being
just
married to a
automatically
woman
feel like she just one never, she didn't mean him any good from the jump. If she would actually violate like that.
You'd be surprised, dog. You'll really be surprised how ruthless some women really are. Like, for real, they have no grace.
Oh no,
and it's
I
sad.
agree
Hey, listen,
I agree with you.
No
someone
grace,
said that
dog.
about Joe. Look at Joe Smith's wife. Joe Smith is like, hey, he tell his wife, hey, look, you making me look bad. You know, you don't have to do this. She not only goes, she triples down. She goes on a World 304 tour after this.
Yeah, but she ain't shit. She ain't shit though, is you that was a bad example.
But the truth of the matter, okay, Freezy, come on, man, Freezy.
But come on,
How
Izzy,
many
she
women
ain't
really
shit
are?
though, Izzy. Come on now, she ain't shit.
Okay, she's an extreme version. I give you that, Freezy.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is, most women, in their nature, has the need. You know what I'm saying? They get bored. They all different types of things happen. And the less mysterious you are as a man, the less easy, the easier you are to control and manipulate as a man, the more that you're susceptible to the BS.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Like, women, what I think what we all agree on is women are very manipulative, and if they see any cracks, they're going to take advantage.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's why they
agree
touch
with
you.
that. We
That's
can
why
all
they touch you, bro.
we can all agree on that, right? We can all agree on that, right? So even I'm gonna just be honest. Like, even my wife, she's a woman. If she can see a crack, and she can, you know, she's gonna take advantage of it. You know, that's a woman's nature. You know what? And let's just agree with that, because now I understand why you guys are holding so strong to, you know, just, you know, keeping your stature and not actually revealing anything that might compromise the way a woman, especially your main woman, would look at you. You don't want to compromise that at all. You don't want to go to the crap table and risk not landing on your number.
Right, and really at the same time, as a man, is you protecting her from her own self and her own nature. That's really what you're doing.
That's
no cap.
That's some bars. No, that's some bars. Hold on, let me read. We're gonna go to the next video because it's gonna get better than this. These next videos is better than what we talking about. Let me see.
Super chat.
Shout out to Espaces. Is it Espaces? Spaces. Damn. I just had a goddamn blonde moment.
No Cap-tivity.
Spaces. That's his name. Spaces. Shout out to Spaces with the $2 super cap. He say, when my mom's unalives, I'm crying. F that girl. He say he don't give a damn. He gonna let it go. That's what he's saying.
Hey, go ahead and test the waters and find out.
Super chat.
Let me see. Tommy B, what going on, dog? Tommy B with the $5 super cap said, crying don't make her look at you different. She never looked at you the way you thought she did. That's how Tommy feel.
No Cap-tivity.
Bars, Tommy B. Bars.
That's
Tommy
a bar.
B, bars.
I think all of us agree with
Tommy
that. All of us agree
Bars,
with that.
Super chat.
Shout out to Next Level. With the $10 super cap, he said, I was on trial for negligent homicide and I shedded a few tears in front of my girl at the time, and she said, suck that motherfucking shit up.
No Cap-tivity.
Damn.
Damn.
Next level?
Damn. Shout out to you, Next Level. God, I'm glad you're still here with us, man.
Oh, for real?
Told you.
I'm still stuck on the damn.
I could imagine that look he gave her when she said,
Man up.
Damn.
You'll be
up.
a gangster next level.
Man.
God damn.
Wee, boy.
Okay, so the next video I'm gonna play is it's hot off the presses. We all know about Jeezy and Jenny Mae's situation. They he's filed for divorce. Well, Jeezy's homeboy, his ex-childhood friend, just came out, and I don't know if y'all call it snitching. I don't know if y'all call it, payback or whatnot. But he just came out and revealed some information about Jeezy that just might hurt Jeezy's divorce case. So I'm gonna play it for y'all, and I want y'all to let me know, was his homeboy, was it okay that he did that, or was he wrong? Was it okay that he did that? Cause y'all have to listen to it for context. I'm gonna play it right now. Let me see.
Can't be my homeboy. Yeah, you getting shanked after this.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Oh man,
I'm gonna do you like that, Trucker. I got your back.
Jeezy, you're not a real nigga. You know why? Because your wife just came.
Started up.
Jeezy, you're not a real nigga. You know why? Because your wife just came out and said you cheated on her. And I believe her, because I know you, nigga. I know you.
Oh, man.
And I can probably pick on who you cheated on with her with. Because a few bitches I know you still stay in contact with. I know, because they told me. I talked to them. You the same nigga. And I know this nigga. This nigga ain't never been loyal to shit. He wasn't even loyal to a dog he got. He had got a dog. He got that dog away in like 2 weeks to a bitch. He couldn't do. He's not loyal. It's all good. And T.I., I know that's your city, but you gotta move over. I mean, it's your city, but Jeezy said he owned half of it. So guess what? That half is about to go to her. It's about to be a Chinatown in Atlanta. Just wait on it. Korean barbecue everywhere.
Now, let me set it up. This is Jeezy's ex-friend. So obviously, Jeezy, somewhere within their friendship down the line, Jeezy did something that actually made this man feel like Jeezy ain't shit. He's untrustworthy. He would turn his back on you. He's a backstabber. Because he's giving his own testament that Jeezy would turn his back on anybody because, he has experience with this dude as a friend, as well as an ex-friend. So he feels like, listen, that's not my damn friend. Jeezy ain't my friend. Let's pretend Jeezy has backstabbed him because he's talking like Jeezy has backstabbed him before. Was it still wrong that he said what he said online? Or should it be okay that he actually revealed that about Jeezy and possibly hurt Jeezy's case?
Should he kill?
Go ahead.
You go first?
You got it, Chuck.
Am I allowed to be honest, Freezy?
Man, I want you to stay 100 transparent. No cap.
No Cap-tivity.
That man need to get off that man's dick, bro. That man is sucking on that man's dick real hard. That's some hating ass shit right there, me personally. You gonna get online and do some ignorant, like, yo, whatever he did, man, that shit is done and over with, move on. But you wanna get known and try to put it out there, even though we know the allegations ain't even for real. We know them shits ain't for real.
That he cheated on?
We know it. We know it. He had his, bruh. It wasn't like a dude that sat there and was quiet about it. Yo, he had his people come out and say, yo, the allegations is not true. I think his lawyer or PR, his own, it ain't true. And that was just that. We know that shit ain't true. We know if he really cheated, you think she will want this dude back and all this other stuff? Come on, man.
That's a good point.
I mean, I'm just,
go ahead.
This shit is wild, bro.
What you think is?
Yeah. The dude is just clout chasing. Definitely should have kept his mouth shut. Like, he's not a friend. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to throw Jeezy on the bus in his downtime. You know what I mean? Like Trucker was saying, it's funny now that she's trying to come out with these allegations about, yo, he cheated. But when she was trying to talk about she wanted her family back and she wanted him back and all of this, none of that stuff was out there. She was open, she was willing, she was gonna do better. Jeezy was the best man in the world. So you mean like all of a sudden, out of all this time, now he's cheating? No, he probably moved on in the separation, and she's gonna try to call that as cheating.
Well, she's doing that because, from what I hear, she's holding that child against him, as we always see. It's always a tactic with these women and using courtrooms. He the lowest, he the abuser. He was whooping my ass, or he slept with my mama, my grandmama, sister, just so he won't be able to be in that child's life. Now you come with the allegations of he's cheating, and with no proof. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit messed up, man. It's messed up.
I think that whether it's true or not that Jeezy, that he talked to, because he did say in the video he knows a mutual friend that Jeezy was effing around with. He's been effing around with, and he know for a fact he's still effing around with the girl. He said that on the video, right? But my opinion is this: even if it is true that Jeezy still messing around with the girl, and even if it is true that you don't get along with, obviously he don't get along with Jeezy and they had differences in the past. As a man, period, it's very vital that you keep your honor. That was dishonorable, if not just to Jeezy, but he dishonored himself as a man by coming online and saying that bullshit. And then I agree exactly with what Trucker Yell said and Ear said. This dude, it seemed like he used this opportunity to further throw Jeezy up under the bus when he's already being thrown up under the bus by his wife and his still his wife, and she's trying to get half. She's trying to take this man for them to, half of everything. So this dude is trying to make sure that Jenny Mae hit Jeezy's pocket and that Jeezy feel it. And he's trying to assist Jenny Mae in getting as much as she can from Jeezy, because why would you even say that last book? That, to me, that was the biggest bullshit that he said in his whole diatribe when he mentioned Jenny Mae owning half of Atlanta. That was some bullshit. So that right there let me know his plight from the beginning. When he mentioned Jenny Mae, he just want to hurt Jeezy because something went, he probably didn't get exactly what he wanted from Jeezy, or he felt like Jeezy, start effing with him as a friend or whatnot. He cut him off. You know what I'm saying? These dudes be broke. They ain't got no damn money. And it always be them dudes that really ain't got nothing going on for themselves, that's jealous, envious, and then once they see, just like y'all said about the females, it's some girly dudes out here. It's some PUSSY ass dudes out here that as soon as they see a crack, they will sink your ass too.
Yep. It's almost like it's dirty macking at the highest level, bro. It almost seemed like dude just trying to, trying to get at his chick. That's what it sounded. That's what it looked like to me. But yeah, there's some real sucker shit right here. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was Jeezy, I would have to put hands on dude. That's just me personally.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's just me personally. I would have to see Homeboy for real, like personal.
Nah, he can't do it personally. He can't. Jeezy can't do that personally because obviously that dude don't got much to lose, and Jeezy does.
That's a fact.
He'd have to send a package his way. He couldn't really do nothing to him personally.
Well, yeah, that's true. But Jeezy got enough money to send a package. You know what I'm saying? He got enough money
send a
to
little
pay
care
somebody
package.
To, you know what I'm saying? Handle that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's. Bro,
you talking like you know from experience, dog. I'm looking at your face. Goddamn, dog. Shit.
It's
weird for the thug.
Nah, I don't know nothing about that.
I do. I do. But
okay,
that's weird, dog.
Listen, I knew that was gonna be a quick one. I knew that all of us was gonna agree. But this next one, I say this one for last. I say the best for last, right? I need y'all opinion on this. Now, I was arguing with somebody earlier offline about this same thing. They had a difference of opinion than me, right? I was arguing with a female. Well, not arguing, but we was debating about this, what I'm about to show y'all. I need y'all to let me know if I'm off, and I'll let y'all know my opinion after y'all give you. I want y'all to give y'all opinion. But this next video, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. This next video rubbed me so wrong because this is one of my pet peeves, and I'm gonna let y'all know why, right? But maybe I'm putting too much on it. That's why, you know, that's why we a collective, you know, because I need more than one opinion on this right here. Here we go. I'm better play it. Let me see. Okay. All right. Let me make it wilder so y'all can see. Okay.
What?
So this is Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons. Yo Gotti was on concert and he did a surprise showing of his girlfriend Angela Simmons. It was a surprise. She came up from up under the stage and she surprised the whole crowd. I want y'all to see what took place. Now, mind you, now this publication was only about her surprising the crowd. It has nothing to do with what I caught. This is something that I caught in the video. So here it is.
Make some motherfucking noise for the beautiful Angela Simmons! Hey, you know the shit, say this shit with me. Talk your shit, hey. Talk your shit, hey. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Get away, get away. Check. I'm on the aim is a total of living and roll up tennis. I'm not gonna hold, get to the money. That's what I'm giving no answer. I'm gonna be on your baby, giving you the hands. I'm not like a man. It's to New York, of course, if I got tennis shoes. Can I look at you around we say? Cause I'm in the interview, and you give me butterflies as my song. Like we should have been so much. So you give me butterflies. But I'm kissing, girl, your face, and you got me drunk. First time know some shit I never do.
Okay, did y'all, before I tell y'all what I caught, did y'all see what I seen?
Yeah, her basically taking his hands off of her.
Twice. Now.
Twice, yeah, it did. But I thought they broke up though. I thought so too, but obviously that's why it was such a surprise, because I guess they worked out their differences. They're still together. So I think that's why he surprised the crowd, you know, for an awe moment. But I brought it up to a female cousin of mine. And I said, man, that was so disrespectful, man. Because nobody caught it, but I was like, I honestly feel like a woman in that type of position, if she accepts the position of being his woman, especially on a stage like that, a big ass stage, she should be cognizant of her surroundings and where she is. And I just felt like she should have shown more discretion and not actually handled the situation the way she did. But my cousin was like, nah. When he put his arm around her, he was almost kind of shoving her. It was harsh, and he could have made her fall. That's why she removed his arm. But I was like, well, she removed his arm twice. She was like, well, why would you get mad about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't put your arm, you know, don't do that. And then, you know, I got heels on and whatever. Was I too far off? Was I making too much of that? Nah, you was making too much of that, because the way she did it, was almost like
I got called insecure. But go ahead.
Yo, that's shaming language. But yeah, the way she did like this. You know what I'm saying? And then kind of tried to have so I mean, yo, he was kind of holding her in. She could have grabbed on with her other arm around his waist and just played it up, you know what I'm saying, for the crowd or whatever. But like that was blatant disrespect.
Now, before Truck a year ago, I'm gonna play it again because I know from me playing it the first time, there are probably some certain details that the audience didn't catch. I'm gonna play it again. Now, when he put his arm around her the first time, it was a little harsh, and she did kind of like stumble forward a little bit, right? It did look uncomfortable. So I kind of seen what my cousin was saying. So I'm gonna play it again so you guys can actually get a real good look at it. Here it is.
Yeah, but that second time is blaring, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna let the world know. Make some motherfucking noise for the beautiful Angela. Hey, you know this shit, say this shit with me. Talk your shit, hey. Talk your shit, hey. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. You know what? To the what? Check. I'm gonna aim at the total and lay back and roll up cannabis. I'm not gonna home, I'm get to the money. That's what I'm giving you out of the I'm gonna be holding your baby, giving you hands, I'm not like a man. It's Chris in New York, of course, if I got a tennis shoe. Can I look at you in your eye when you say? Cause I'm really into you, and you give me butterflies in my stomach. Like we should have been so much. You give me butterflies. But I'm kissing, girl, your face, and you got me first time know some shit I never do.
Oh man.
Okay. So now that y'all got a chance to look at it a second time, right? It is obvious. I will say this. It was obvious that when he put his arm around her, it was I don't want to say it was aggressive, but he was hype, and you could tell his adrenaline was flowing because of the concert, and she did kind of like go forward a little bit, right? Shout out to Nomi Skills. Nomi Skills said it looked a little cringy. I thought it looked a little cringy too because she did kind of like stumble forward a little bit. So I can pretty much, I can understand that it was a little uncomfortability with her because she is she's an entertainment figure as well. And she probably was cognizant of like, hey, I don't want to stumble. You're gonna make me stumble because I got a brand too. So she probably was thinking, I got a brand too. Just to be safe, let me just move this dude arm off of my neck. But he did it a second time and she did it again. So I want to talk about this because what we about to talk about, it could seem minuscule, right? It could seem real minuscule. Tommy, do me a favor and put your phone widescreen. Turn it to the side. Yeah, here we go.
Hey, Freezy, I gotta get ready to go, but can I say this before I go?
Yeah, go ahead. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, shout out to my guy Trucker. Yo, shout out to Tommy B. Shout out to you, Freezy. I appreciate you having me up. Shout out to you, Tommy.
Time, bro.
Thank you for having me up, Freezy. Yo, let me just say this real quick.
Hold on, before you say that,
real quick, because I gotta go.
Yeah, Trucker, can you turn your phone to the side so you can get a widescreen?
Let me see.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, Izzy. Go ahead.
All right, yo, real quick, and salute to the chat, salute to the No Cap-tivity Freezy chat, yo. It's obvious that she kind of wanted, even though she looked very uncomfortable from the begin with, and she looked like a fish out of water to me, it's like she wanted to kind of be the spotlight, and like she thought that he was gonna spotlight her. And when he kind of grabbed her the second time, it was kind of like one of those things like, yo, don't little boy me, like, you know what I'm saying? And she kind of really put him in an embarrassing position because those that know, you know what I'm saying? And I think, like you said, that if she had a certain level of relationship with him, that she would have played it off a different type of way and would have made him look good instead of the perception that he could look bad. I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. Peace.
Hold on, Easy. So before you go, would you have said something after the show was over with in the dressing room about that to her?
Absolutely. But I would have never brought her up again either. I would have never highlighted her again.
Okay. Izzy, hold on, before you go, listen, please, man, listen. I got it, man, bro. Izzy, thank you, bro. Thank you for coming up on the panel and contributing. Thank you for bringing your brand. Bro, I'm very humble. I don't take it lightly. I really appreciate it, bro. And also, I'm pretty sure it ain't too many people that's already that's not already subscribed to Izzy's YouTube channel. But if you have not gone to Israel Mills YouTube channel, go to his YouTube channel. Mods, if you can, put his link in the chat and subscribe to Israel Mills YouTube channel, man. This dude been cooking. It's been. I'm just telling y'all right now, the dude keep it real. He 100. I'm no cap, but Israel keep it real. You like that? Don't it? Now give. Hey, I need some damn royalties. I need 5% when you use that, Israel. Okay.
All you right, got man. It. I appreciate you, man. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to the panel, man. Peace.
Peace, bro.
Later. Peace.
Trucker, if yo, first of all, what do you think? Now that you got a second chance to look at it, am I over exaggerating? Like if I brought that up to her and then let's just say, okay, hold on, let me put us in the let me put us in the other. Let me put Tommy B right here. If I brought this up to her in the dressing room, and she came at me like, "What are you talking about? Why are you making a big deal out of this?" I'm just painting a picture. Why are you making a big deal out of that? All I did was remove your arm. I mean, you know, what if I fell? I mean, why you acting like that? Why you making it such a big? What if she felt? What? Okay, we just talked earlier because I'm about to tie it in. Earlier we talked about crying in front of your woman. What if she accused you of being weak for bringing that up in front of her, like after the show is over with? What's your thoughts on that whole situation, bro?
At first I kind of thought, but I started watching, like the first time when he grabbed her arm, right? He put his arm around her. It kind of did look like she was kind of like stiff as hell and dragging her feet or whatever. So she probably could fall, right? But the second time, I don't know if you noticed, it wasn't just his arm going around her, but she kept, like, when he was trying to hold her hand, she kept smacking his hand away. If you look at that video too.
Right, I seen that.
So that right there would have probably, like, she ain't really rocking with you for real. Like, now she ain't really, like, shouldn't have even been on stage in the first place if you wasn't really feeling it.
What kind of effect would that have had on you in front of a crowd like that if your old lady did that to you? Would that have a big effect on your, on your relationship, the way you look at her, or will it just be minuscule?
Absolutely. The arm part, it was the smacking the hands away. Like, I don't know if you ever tried to hold a girl's hand and she like some of them like smack your hand off or pull the hand real quick, or some of them be like real soft and gentle and smoothly remove the hand away from you, but you consistently keep trying, you know what I'm saying, and they keep doing it over and over and over, and they give you the sign. That right there is a sign like, yo, she ain't feeling you for real. That's how I'm looking at it. But I wouldn't even trip about it though. I would just be like, all right, take it for what it is and move on.
I'm gonna let Tommy B go in 1 second, but obviously she is feeling the dude. I think she bought the man I forgot what she bought him. I think she bought him a Tesla truck or some shit like that, and it went viral or something like that. She's been rocking heavy with the dude, so obviously she is feeling the dude. But let's just say your old lady is feeling you, but she still did some bullshit like that. Like, to me, I'ma just be honest. I agree with who said that in the chat. I agree with Nomi Skills. Nomi Skills said it was cringe. To me, it was when I seen it, I was like, damn. She curved her own damn man on stage in front of thousands of people. Tommy B, what do you Tommy B, let me change Tommy B name. Tommy B, what do you think, man?
I think y'all boys should be tired from all that reaching.
I knew it. Go ahead, tell me what you think, bro. Go ahead.
I think all you saw was unrehearsed. It was just unrehearsed. That's all it was. I don't think it was a situation where she was trying to do that. I think it was just unrehearsed, and it's essentially you just saw what it looked like to be unrehearsed in front of a big ass crowd like that. Even if you look at the end, like she was holding his hand, it wasn't. I think it's kind of like when you watch instant replay of like a game or something. You start seeing little shit that you didn't see before, and I think it's just reaching.
Okay, Tommy, you say it was unrehearsed, but Tommy, she did it twice, Tommy. Come on.
You could tell it was unrehearsed the way that he put his arm around her. Like that shit was awkward as hell. And that's what I'm saying is when they do these shows, all of that shit is rehearsed. Even when we see the rappers and it look random as hell, that shit is rehearsed. So by the way he put his arm around her, it was basically dragging her around the stage. And like your cousin said, the funny thing about what you said was my sister seen that same video, and that's the first thing she pointed out was like, damn, she had her in the headlock.
There you go.
So
so your sister was saying like he was too harsh on her when he
he was too harsh. And if you seen it, not only did he have her like in hell, he was like dragging her around the stage damn near by her head. Like it, and I think it's kind of one of those things. You had a rap show, you pumped up, the crowd going, you just brought your girl out there, they didn't got all crazy, and you're not realizing like you don't walk around with your girl like that. So you dragging her like you running around the stage like you're doing a regular rap concert, but you got your girl in your arms. You feel me? So I think it's just one of the things when you run a replay, it looks worse than what it really was.
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying though, Tommy. It could be that reason, but I was looking way past the arm part. I wouldn't have done that shit on stage, but I was looking at the part of, you know what I'm saying, when he was trying to hold her hands, she kept curving his, you know what I'm saying, kept curving his hand, and it's like, okay. I mean, I really wasn't tripping about it for real. I'm gonna be honest.
At the end, like she grabbed his hand. So I mean, like I said, when you play Monday morning quarterback and you running replays, shit gonna look a lot, and shit look. It's just gonna come across different. But I didn't look at that and just see something blatant or crazy like that. It just looked unrehearsed. It looked like it was a last minute. Oh, this would be dope if you came out on stage, and nobody really rehearsed how they was gonna do it. It was just, oh, okay, we're gonna have you do this, and then when she came out, they just kind of freestyled it, and that's why it came out that way.
The reason why I played the video twice is because I did acknowledge that, damn, you know, I don't know, he might have been drinking before he came on stage. I don't know, but the reason why I played the video twice because I did want to acknowledge, yeah, he did put his arm around the girl kind of harshly, right? But the point I'm trying to make is, if this your old lady, if this your significant other, more importantly, if this is your wife, I think your wife or your girlfriend has an obligation to use more discretion. Now, I'll see if it was just a random stripper they brought on stage or a dancer or something that was hot, What I'm saying is, and let's pretend, okay, let's use that too. If it was hired help, like a dancer, that he was actually paying, I guarantee you, like if it was somebody on the road with him, I guarantee you that person that he was paying, like a dancer, the dancer would use more discretion simply for the fact that they wouldn't want him to be too upset and fire him. So they probably would, whisper to him and say, hey, my hair is caught or my neck, you kind of hurting my neck. I just feel like if it was somebody that was getting paid, they would have used more discretion. But Angela didn't care about using discretion because she feels like, hey, I'm Angela Simmons and I can do what the hell I want to do. But if that's your girlfriend, yeah, he did grab her kind of harshly, but I just feel like my wife has an obligation to kind of think about the optics and think about the crowd and think about my brand as well and kind of like handle it in a way where it's, you're not disrespecting me and you just showing more discretion. What do y'all think about that?
Well, number one, if she was hired, it would have been rehearsed. So it never even would have went down like that.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Number two, had she failed, this video wouldn't have been about that. It would have been ha 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 and memes and all of that shit. You forget about that part. We're in the internet world. She trips and falls on that stage. We're laughing at her. Number three, you got that from a gossip site. If any of that shit that you were saying was even remotely true, you don't think they would have picked it up before you? That's what they get paid to point out. They get paid to find that little shit. You see what I'm saying?
Well, it just came out an hour ago, right? A few minutes before I went live. So I don't know if they're gonna call it out. I don't know if they're gonna pick it up. I don't know if they're gonna make another video about it. But let's go back to it being a paid dancer, Tommy. Let's say Yo Gotti was drinking, and we know how rappers are. A lot of time, even if you rehearse, nigga go to drinking. It's a lot of impromptu shit that might go on when you know what I'm saying? You feeling good, he put you. This is old lady. Now, let me ask you a question, Tommy. You're a mainstream artist. This your business. Let's put it a different way. You're not an artist. You're not a rapper. Let's say, okay, you already in the trucking business. Let's say you own a fleet of trucks. And then you about to do a deal with another company. Let's just say you finna do a deal with another company that's going to make your company 2 times bigger, and your wife is there with you. Would you expect, like, if you did something that your wife didn't agree with, would you be okay with your wife actually not using no discretion and just blasting you out in front of these people that you're trying to land this deal with, or would you expect your wife to have more discretion? And being cognizant of the environment she's in right now.
Of course, I would want her to have discretion. But the problem with what you're saying is, and this is why I said reach. This ain't affecting this business no way, shape, or form. See, again, like I said, like Freezy's doing this as a topic. Cool. We're on the internet. People are paid to either find this shit or make this type of shit up. So the fact that if you go on Instagram right now and none of this is rocking, this is what I mean. Now, if that had happened and all down Instagram you see, oh, she disrespected her dude, yada, 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 you'd have a perfectly good point. But that would have to have been blatant. And I wouldn't have been able to be up here and be like, nah, you reaching. That's my only issue with it is we're living in a day and age where they live to find that type of stuff. This is what they do. When they post these videos, they looking with magnifying glass to find anything wrong with it. We're living in a day and age where if you unfollow, they think you damn near hate the person. That's the day and age we live in. So if it had, what you're saying would translate to blogs, because that's what I mean, technically that would affect his business because he's in the entertainment business. So that news would have went around and people might have looked at him a little bit weird, like your girl, yada, yada, yada. What I'm saying is, and the reason why I say it's a reach is the fact that it hasn't made a blog, and these people are paid to either find it or hell, even make it up. You haven't seen it. So that's what I'm saying. I think we're just playing Monday morning quarterback and we're watching something and we're, you just kind of find it. That's why I said, like, when he said she was moving his hand out the way, I'm like, well, shit, I saw at the end of the video she was grabbing his hand. So, I mean, it's just, it's one of those things is if you want to look at it a way, you can look at it that way. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not just blatant, then it's kind of hard to make that case.
I'm gonna let Trucker Yell get in there if he got something to say. You can come in at any time, Trucker Yell. But I want to ask one more question.
I'm here.
I want to ask one more question. You in the business deal? You trying to this deal could increase your business with your trucking company, and your wife first she says the first time, I'm hungry. And then you look at her and be like, we're gonna go get something to eat. And then you go back to talking to the other person you trying to land the deal with. And then 10 minutes later, she say, I'm hungry. How you gonna feel about that?
I'll just look at her.
Hold on, wait.
I mean, I would
wait. Let's say you still got the business deal. Like you said, it's not on Instagram. This situation it is not clickbait. But personally, let's say you landed the deal and it didn't hurt your deal. But personally, how would you feel about that? Would you still say something to her?
Well,
I would. I mean, I would, but I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know, bro. It's weird. It's like I'm thinking of a whole bunch of different scenarios, but to be honest, I would trip about it. That, but you smacking your hand away from my hand, that's something different. It's just something that right there, that ain't sitting right with me. That's just me. And I'm noticing that because I've seen that plenty of times where women would do that to dudes and dudes not even realize it. It might be small, it might be minor, but that's a clear sign that she ain't really feeling you.
Can I be honest, man? I don't even think that's minor, dog. Now y'all they might clown me, whatever, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. The shit that you might think is small, that shit be major. Because you gotta look at, like, little things give an indication of big things. If a woman does not know how to, you don't even have to be a woman, it could be your homeboy, right? If somebody doesn't understand doing things in your best interest and they say they really care about you, I feel like you do have to reevaluate the situation. Now, I'm not saying that the evaluation is going to end up, you cutting the relationship off, but I do think that's just cause for you to reevaluate, going forward with this person, because, like, I look at that concert as Yo Gotti's business, right? Tommy's right. It didn't hit Instagram. It not yet, because it's still fresh. It's just hot off the presses. It came out like a 45 minutes before I even went live. But what I'm saying is that.
No, that shit was out yesterday.
I just caught it. Maybe Neighborhood Watch just got it on their site then. Yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is that, yeah, even if it don't hit the blogs, even if blog sites didn't make a big deal out of it, I still don't think that determines how I should feel about it. And I would say something to her in the dressing room. I would be like, "What, why you take my arm off your shoulder like that or your neck like that 2 times?" You know what I'm saying? Like, why couldn't you just have, told me in my ear and then allowed me to take my own arm off of you and played it off like that? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to now I could, some people would say I'm coming off as insecure, but if you ask me, if they would say that to me, that's gaslighting. Go ahead, Tommy.
So this is where I think it starts getting weird. Because you just had a conversation where you're perfectly good being with a woman that you feel if you open up to, she'll use it against you. But you're perfectly fine with being with that one. But if a girl move her hand off you a little bit too hard, then oh no, that's the line. Like, that's where it gets weird. Because for me,
well, I didn't say that though. I didn't say if I cry in front of a girl.
Well, no. Because I'm saying it seemed like the end of that conversation was, well, that's a woman's nature, so that's why you shouldn't cry in front of her, yada yada yada. So what I'm saying is, for me, if I felt like I couldn't cry in front of you, relationship over. There's no reason for us to be together. That seems major to me. So you're willing to deal with that, but taking your hand off me, that's where I draw the line. That's a little weird to me.
Okay, but to be fair, I do think a man should be able to cry in front of his old lady if it's an extreme situation, like if it's catastrophic, right? I do agree with Trucker Yale and Izzy about, like, if I lost my job or something. I'm not, I ain't finna be crying.
Okay, yeah. Because when I saw the poll and I saw the extreme, and well, for a minute there, it was a whole bunch of no. I'm looking like that's weird. Like you had lost your mom a little bit ago. If I can't go to I'm laying down with somebody, and I don't mean to switch the subjects, but
yeah, go ahead.
That's the most vulnerable position you can be in, is you're sleeping next to somebody. Meaning this person can do whatever the hell they want to do to you while you're asleep. And that's the person I can't cry for. That's wild to me. And that's why I put the thing on there and I said, the crying ain't what's making her look at you different. She just never looked at you the way you thought she did. Because
Now the way
You're
I read
automatically
the
vulnerable
way I
with her.
Tommy, the way
But-
I read your chat, I read it like that, like you just said it.
Yeah.
I don't think Trucker Yell and Izzy actually read it right. Like when you put it
No,
in
I
the
understood
chat.
exactly what he was saying.
Okay.
And what he said was very true. You should be able to, you know what I'm saying, be able to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You should, as a man, especially a woman that you land with, you know what I'm saying, you should be able to express, you know what I'm saying, because you already fighting a bunch of demons out here going to work. You know what I'm saying, you made it home, you survived the day. So just getting home is already tough enough, right? And you might go through a situation where you just want to let it out. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying all women. I'm saying there are a lot of women that will literally throw that shit back at you in your face. There are a lot of women. They might not say it in front of you. They might not, you know what I'm saying, they eventually it's gonna show. It's gonna show.
The woman that throws it back in your face, is that a good woman for you in all actuality?
No, hell no.
That's literally my case, Freezy.
Hell
So
no.
hey, I'm glad you did that because now you kick rocks. I mean, I got two beings. I've gotten into it with them pretty. I mean, you know how that relationship can go. I lost my closest cousin with one. I lost one of my closest homeboys with the other. Ain't neither one of them ever threw that shit in my face. And they just said some pretty fucked up shit to me. But what they ain't did was went to that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, if that's some shit you'll do, because we had this discussion, I think, a couple years ago, and people were saying it's a woman's nature to hold on to things to use later. And I'm like, nah, that's a character flaw to me. If that's what you're doing, that's a character flaw. You don't need to be around. Period. Point blank. Like if you're building ammo,
absolutely.
My most vulnerable shit, I don't need to be around you because that's dangerous for me. That's gonna make me act a certain way that's out of character.
It's true. It is true. You shouldn't be around that type of person, individual. You know what I'm saying? Because we hold a million things. You know what I'm saying? We hold that shit in for a reason because we've seen in real time. It might not happen to all of us, but we've seen some of our friends, some of our uncles, some of our grandfathers, or whoever it is, somebody's daddy or uncle, where they might get into a bad argument and some shit come out that should have never came out in the first place. And right after that situation, he gone. He ain't messing with that woman no more. It's over. Or he delete himself. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm going off of. I've seen it in real time. You know, I've seen situations where women have used or thrown something that he told about himself in the past. You know, throw that shit right in his face. Well, that's probably why you like that, because you know, your mama did this to you or your uncle did this to you, and it's like, yo, I told you that in private because I trusted you, and then you shit on me just because I'm arguing with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fucked up scenario, but that shit happens, bro. It happens, especially if you go on to court with your baby mama, depending on if she's a mother, if she actually care about the child's father. You know, if she like a Jenny Ma or a Kiki Palmer, she gonna use everything in the courtroom, dog. Everything to make sure you're not in that child's life. It's coming out one way or another.
Okay, but listen, Eso in the chat said it's about image. Should I be concerned about my image in front of my damn girl? Hey, Next Level, what's going on, Next Level?
No Cap-tivity.
Do me a favor, Next Level, and turn your phone to the side so we can get the widescreen. Should I be concerned about my girls? Oh, I don't think you got your rotator on, your automatic rotator on.
You know we come from a certain place, dog. I done known some of the toughest, dog. It's like, what are we talking about the image, dog? I done seen some of my roughest uncles, nigga, when my grandfather passed away. Do I look at them any different? The fuck is you talking about? Again,
that's the point.
It ain't about the crying. It's because they never looked at you that way in the first place. Period. And if that's a continuing thing with you, then maybe that's just how you looked at in the world. It is what it is. But when I was at my grandfather's funeral, I seen pretty much most of the males I ain't never seen drop a tear in my life drop a tear. Made
You
me
said
look at neither one of them different. So what are we talking about an image? Like that's goofy shit.
yeah, I feel the same way, bro. Like if I gotta worry about an image, I don't even think I want to be with you. If I gotta worry about an image around my girl, my girl should know me well enough to when it's appropriate time or when it's a legitimate time. Like she should be able to tell herself, man, nah, I'm not finna, come down hard on this man when such and such just happened. Like this shit is extreme. But according to Eso saying, like, and Izzy too. Much respect to Izzy. Israel said that there's no situation ever where you should actually cry in front of your woman. And I'm gonna tell you something. If I was in a relationship, like I would feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I would leave. Listen to what he's saying. It's an image. What does that mean? That means you're at home and you can't even be real at home. I'm not coming home to fucking be fake. I'm not coming home to put on an image. That's weird as fuck. But that's pretty much what they tell you to do is you got to put on an image.
I ain't saying put on an image. You should be who you are. You shouldn't be around with a chick like that. But at the same time, not gonna sit here front and not say that these chicks would use that shit against you. You can say, I mean, listen, we all got different scenarios. We seen a lot of things out here. Telling you. That's just me personally. Yeah, you shouldn't be crying in front of your chick,
And to be
period.
honest with you, that's the issue in the chicks that you picking. Because there's plenty of guys out here who cry in front of their chicks and they got no problem with it. So at the end of the day, you might got to double back and figure out the chicks that you picking that's looking at you differently because you cry. Again,
Well,
goofy.
that's your opinion, bro. But again, that's your opinion. It ain't got shit to do. I mean, listen, I'm gonna just say it like this. Y'all do what y'all do, man. Y'all do what you do. All I'm saying is you better not cry in front of your woman. That's all I'm gonna say. You take that shit somewhere else. Don't do it.
Let me get next level
like I said in the
next
super
level,
chat.
what's your opinion on this right here? What we talking about? And then I want to get your opinion on the Jeezy situation too. Not the Jeezy, but the Yo Gotti situation. Go ahead, bro.
What's up, Freeze?
What's going on next level?
No Cap-tivity.
What's up, everybody? What's up, panel? Shout out to the No Cap crew.
Exactly.
Nah, I wanted to give a little context to my super cap. I just wanted to give a little context on that.
Okay, go ahead.
But long story short,
you got some light. You ain't got no light in front of you, dude.
Hold on, let me get some light. Hold on.
Yeah, put some light on you. I know Trucker Yeah driving. Oh yeah, that's much better. That's much better right there. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
So long story short, I'm a retired street dude. So I was in the streets doing some things and stuff, and me and my brother was just so happened to be
this gonna be good right here. I could tell it's gonna be
good.
Okay.
We was in the process of being pulled over, and I didn't stop in that process. So long story short, pit maneuvers and all this stuff end up happening, and in the process of that, my brother ended up getting out, and they ended up gunning him down. And so they was charging me with negligent homicide due to the fact of I was the driver. So in the process of that, I had a girl at the time, and that was one of my lowest points of life. And I thought, like you say, get somebody that's holding you down, that you can come to them about anything, and they gonna hold you down. And at that moment, she just looked at me like suck that shit up. You got yourself in this shit, suck that shit up. I mean,
That's
and
rough.
from that moment on, it's like how can you ever put yourself in that position again? You know.
How did you feel when she said that?
Shit, just like never do that again. Like I mean, it was just like I said, I was in one of the most lowest and most vulnerable position I ever been in. You know, first off, being charged with that, and then being charged with my brother's death and going through my brother's death and all that, and then just trying to go to a person who you think in your corner and just it don't go that way.
Let me ask you a question. Are you still with her?
Oh no.
Okay,
like,
so
he beat the case.
Okay.
After I got through with that case, I just gone ahead because at the end of the day, she rolled with me through the case, and like at the end of the day, I didn't want to be alone. But through that moment, but as soon as I got through with that, I had to drop it.
So what I want to say about that is that when she said that, to me, when women respond that way, they have issues they need to work out. I don't even think it's about you. When a woman responds that way, it's not even about the man. Like, they need counseling. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't gonna hop on what happened to your brother. We ain't gonna hop on that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a sensitive subject. But the point I want to make is, if any man is dealing with something like that, you need to leave. Real talk. Don't. And see, this is the problem I have.
No captivity.
To me, it's almost like you're letting a woman control how you move and your emotions. And I just feel like that's not good, because you walking on eggshells. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Freezer ain't gonna never walk on eggshells in his house.
Hold on, let me ask y'all a question.
It was the fact of due to the position that I was in. It was like I say, she was holding me down and riding with me. It was just the fact of me being in the vulnerable point. Like, she never seen me in that position like that to where I broke down. I always stood tall, and no matter what position I ever been in, and then just like I say, so her seeing me like that and then getting that response out of her, I just had to let that go.
But at the same time, bro, and I'm gonna let Tommy go next. At the same time, she never seen you in that position, but your sibling never passed away either. You understand what I'm saying? That's new, dog. Go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead, bro. Hold on, before you go, Tommy. Issa, she said I'm missing it. Come up on the panel and explain that what I'm missing. Issa, go on, hit the link. Go ahead, Tommy.
Let's just keep it at that way. We done all been to hood funerals, right? We done been to a funeral with a step or something like that, right? Y'all tell me that whole motherfucking funeral is dry eyes. Y'all tell me y'all ain't never seen a nigga that's a fucking killer in that motherfucker out there weeping like a motherfucker with his girl there. So that's where I get confused at when motherfuckers is, super macho and yada yada yada, and I'm like, dawg, I done seen some of the hardest of the hardest. Like, I'm confused. Where is this coming from? You know what I'm saying? So again, I understand the sentiment, but again, what I'm never gonna do is step inside of my house and not be me. Period, point blank. And if anybody inside my house can't accept me being me, you gotta go. It's that simple.
Trucker, what you think about that? That situation that Next Level he just described. You think his old lady at the time was justified in telling him that? You on mute, Trucker. I don't know if you on.
I think she was, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You think she was okay? Go ahead. Explain yourself. Yep. Go ahead.
Because it's a different ball game when it's a extreme situation, and it's sad to say, but you did put your brother in that predicament. You know what I'm saying? When had you not put him in that predicament, it would have never happened. But it did, so I'm gonna just keep it as that. But in the scenarios where at a funeral, like a natural death or a loved one died from an accident or something like that.
What predicament I put him in?
You didn't pull over when the police told you to pull over, and then when you pulled him over, your brother got gunned down, right?
What predicament did I put him in? Like far as unjustified anything, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't no protocol or anything. First
Okay,
off,
let me
hold
ask you
on.
this.
Before you even say that, you don't even know what even happened. First of all,
Well, I
just
was
told
getting
you.
ready to ask you. You just said you didn't
Okay,
pull
check
over
this
when
out.
you didn't.
First off,
You only gave.
First off, it was undercovers. And how what you don't supposed to stop for no undercovers? That I don't have to stop for no undercovers.
Okay.
And they don't have to do no pit maneuver on me anyway. So him jumping out the car, they don't have to shoot him or anything for him jumping out the car just because he's running.
Okay.
He got shot in the back of the head running away.
Why was y'all running away? Hold on. Why was y'all running away?
How's that my fault?
Oh, hold on. Why was y'all running away?
How is that my fault?
I'm asking you why was y'all running away?
It don't matter why we was running away or not. The killing
Right,
was unjustified, and you just tried to put the killing on me. The killing was unjustified.
Let me see this again.
The crime wasn't about. It's not about the crime. You just said his death was up on me. Come on now, you tripping?
I ain't tripping. I'm calling it what it is. It sounds the truth don't taste. It don't taste good. But the fact is, had your ass pulled over, that probably wouldn't have happened.
Look here. I ain't the one that pulled the trigger. The man was running away, legally running away, shot in the back of the head. Running away.
Wait,
the cop on his body cam saying the man ain't gonna live to leave the neighborhood. The man on body cam saying that shit.
Listen, you can say all that. You can say all that.
Saying that.
You can say all that, but your ass should have pulled over. You should have pulled over. That's what the fuck you should have did.
So, hey, hold on.
You can say all that.
Pulled over
hold on, y'all, because this gonna get out of control.
You should have pulled your ass over.
Man, come on.
For me,
yeah, go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead.
Call it whatever you want to call it, bro.
Hey, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
Let Tommy go. Let Tommy go.
Man,
y'all gonna get personal.
Yeah, you that bullshit.
Yeah, that's why Freezy didn't. But that's why Freezy didn't want to touch that.
To say I'm at fault for my brother's death, boy. Man, come on.
But hold on. Let's be real.
You out of line.
Even
I ain't
if
out
it
of
was,
line. I'm telling you what it is.
how do you still not be hurt by that? If I put my kid in the car and I forget to buckle him up and I get in an accident, does that mean I don't get fucking hurt because they motherfucking passed away? That sounds stupid as fuck.
Right. That's what I want. That's what I wanted to ask Trucker on that behalf. Like I wanted to ask him, why did he feel like his girlfriend was still justified in telling him that no matter who was in the wrong, why do you feel like she was justified?
I mean, listen, what I said when she was justified, when she said suck them tears up, she was justified with saying that shit. Listen.
So
that's why what Tommy just said, had she or he put that child in the seatbelt or whatever it was, there wouldn't have been no problem. But instead you didn't. So now that kid is gone.
They shouldn't be allowed to cry.
We ain't talking about no kid. We talking about grown ass men out here. We talking about grown ass men. Like I say, we was in the streets. We was in the streets. We go by street rules and everything. He a grown ass
nigga.
man.
I know about the streets. I know all about the street rules and everything. Okay, so
well,
again, like I said,
if you don't know about it. If you don't know
nigga, I just said that nigga don't get mad because I'm telling your ass the truth, nigga. It's your motherfucking fault, nigga. That's what it is.
Right, that same thing the judge and the DA said too. And I beat that. That's the same thing the judge and the DA said too. Case dismissed.
Okay. Yeah. So either way it goes, again, like I said, bro. You would have been doing what you were supposed to be doing. You wouldn't have had that problem. But it is what it is.
Man. Speak on what you know, not what you think you know. You know what I'm saying?
I just asked you in a respectful. I just asked you
if you would listen to the whole story.
You just sat there and said I didn't pull over. That's exactly what you said. I didn't pull over like I was supposed to. Then my brother hopped out the car and he got gunned down.
So you gonna pull over for a random car? So you gonna pull over for a random car? No matter
Bro, come
what
on.
you doing, right or wrong.
Undercover. So let me get this right. So the undercover cop
You
car
gonna
didn't have no
pull over for a
flashlights on
random
it.
car, right or wrong?
Undercover cop car didn't have no flashlights on it, bro. Come on, dog.
Nah.
Let's keep all the. They just chased your ass down. They didn't turn the lights on or nothing.
Yeah, bro. All right. You know more what I know.
All right. Okay.
You know more than what I know.
All right.
You got it.
I'm telling you what you telling us.
All right.
So, Chucky,
You know,
is that
you
what
know more than I know.
Is that what you basing your answer on? Just because you felt like he was in the wrong? Like this is what I'm trying to ask. This is what I'm saying. Like whether you feel like he was in the wrong or not, right? Because to be honest, that's to different people's discretion. You still feel like he shouldn't have cried. Let's just say he wasn't in the wrong. Let's say you feel like he wasn't in the wrong. Do you feel like his girlfriend was justified just by saying, suck that shit up?
No.
Okay.
No. It'd be a different story. If it wasn't his fault or the situation never happened and she just said out of the blue, man, suck that shit up, bruh, I would have lost my shit. Because I didn't put him in that situation, right? It wasn't no situation for that thing to happen. Absolutely. No, it's not his fault. He should have walked away, should have left that chick alone and just called it what it is. But I'm only saying that based on okay, that's weird.
JT, what's going on, my brother? JT in the building. Can you hear me, JT?
What's going on, boy? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna let
yes,
Chucky finish his thought. I think he got a call or something, or he might be occupied right now. But bro, first off, I want to say this next level, because I know how things can get on these panels or whatnot. But I want to say, you know, I think I speak for everybody on the panel when I say condolences, you know, to you losing your brother. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't want it to seem like there's no insensitivity. I don't want to think it seems like there's no insensitivities anywhere across the board with you losing your brother, right? You know what I'm saying? I was in the street. I know exactly what you're saying about undercover. I understand exactly what you're saying, right? The point that I was trying to stick on was whether it's okay to show emotions to your girl or to your wife, right? And when you said that your wife said, because you wrote it in the super cap. I mean, you said that your girlfriend said, not your wife, but your girlfriend said that, hey, you need to suck that shit up. Now, in my honest opinion, that I don't know. Your girl must have been gangster too. I don't know. I'm just saying for her to say some shit like that.
But Freezy, let's be real. When you out there like that, the women that you choose are usually like that. You feel me? Like, we don't usually deal with
that's a fact.
Nurturing type females. You deal with chicks that's built like that. So I don't think that was right, but I do understand why he was dealing with a chick that was like that, because that's usually what you find when you're in the streets like that, is a chick that will look you in your face and say some shit like that.
JT, how you feel about the whole situation? Should a man show emotions? Is there ever a time where a man should be allowed to show his emotions to his woman?
Extreme moment.
Yeah, that's why I was saying. I just wanted actually, Trucky Yell, since JT just hit the panel, I wanted to kind of dress it up. Is there ever a time? Because I'm curious about, you know, his thought, you know, on that whole situation.
Hell yeah.
All right, Tommy, man, I appreciate you, bro. You know, I love you, bro.
Tommy, what up, boy?
Out there, Tommy.
Hold on, Tommy. Don't be running. Is you running because I came up on the panel, Tony? Tommy, what?
No, I gotta take off.
No, I know what's up, boy. You know what it is, man.
All right, Tommy.
For sure.
Let me move you up. Go ahead, JT.
Hey, man, look. If you with a woman that you can't show your vulnerabilities with, you don't need to be with her anyway. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't be with a woman that you can't show your vulnerabilities to. So, I mean, when it comes down to if I had any broad that I was with and she told me to suck it up or whatever, man, I ain't with her. That's it. We ain't together no more. It's a wrap. It's a wrap with her. Now, if it's specific, like that's what I'm trying to come onto the panel, man, because I'm kind of new to the conversation of what you guys are talking about. Because I seen the two brothers, they were going at it right quick, and I don't know what they were arguing about.
I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to. Look, bro, I'm not trying to shit on you or anything like that. But I'm just being honest with you, dog. If I was to do something, I put somebody in a predicament that they shouldn't have never been in. You know, I gotta hold that L. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple people right now sitting in prison for accidentally shooting their brother in the head. You know what I'm saying? And he gotta hold that L.
Bro, this ain't no accident shit. This wasn't no accident shit. We both in the streets. What are you talking about? I said I'm talking about some street shit.
Listen, bro. You ain't again.
We both in the streets. We both criminals.
Nigga. Yo.
So what do you mean?
I'm talking about some street shit, bro. I'm not saying I don't understand what you're saying, bro. But you gotta call it what it is, bro. That's all I was saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it was unfair that your brother got his life taken like that. It's fucking unfair, yes. But you gotta be honest with yourself, bro. If I ain't even gonna explain, I'm gonna just leave it alone.
But yeah, let me put it back on JT. Let me put it back on JT because I don't want to harp on that. Let me put it back on JT.
So you pulling over for undercover? You pull over?
Nigga, I know, nigga. Again, I just said here, say it, nigga.
Right or wrong, no
if it's undercover, nigga, undercover nigga is chasing you, nigga. He ain't got no flashes on, bro. Come on, dog. Let's be. You sitting there saying it's undercover, but you ain't saying the part about undercover and have them damn flashlights on. And then two, you know what I'm saying? What was you doing for that nigga to be chasing you? But you ain't gonna explain that part, are you?
It don't matter what I was doing.
No, nigga, it do matter. It does matter, but see, that's what I'm saying.
I told you I was in the streets. It don't matter what I was doing tonight.
Okay, all right. So you was in the streets.
Unjustified.
Okay, you was in the streets. Was your brother in the street? Your brother was in the streets too?
Check this out.
Was your brother in the streets too?
Like I just said, we both was in the streets, bro.
Okay, then you know the name of the game. Okay, so if you in the streets, then you know the name of the game, bro. Ain't shit innocent, bro. There ain't nothing innocent about that.
Wait.
Give me some context, bro.
Yeah. Let me put a stop sign to this right here because
I don't know why niggas be talking to one sympathy when y'all running these motherfucking streets. Y'all know the goddamn game.
Nobody want no goddamn sympathy, man.
No, wait, hold on. Wait.
Nobody want no goddamn sympathy.
This what I want to do.
That's what it sound like to me. That's what it sound like to me, my nigga.
What the hell
shit,
you talking
don't
about?
get mad at me.
That's
what it sound like to me, bro.
Hold on, wait. This what I want to do,
bro. You can
this what I want to do.
Nigga, my cousin just died doing the same dumbass street shit, nigga, and all I said was, nigga, he knew the game. He knew what the fuck it was. My own cousin. Shit. Fuck you talking about, nigga? He knew the name of the game.
Let me talk.
It is what it is.
Let me talk.
You got it.
What next level? Just what he just shared with us is already passed. No matter what we say, that's a situation that he has to deal with, and I just appreciate he shared it with us. I don't want to take this as a moment to, have him reflect on something that he's probably trying to put past him. You know what I'm saying? I think he just shared that moment because of the topic we were talking about as far as crying in front of your girl. So, Truckee, yeah, I respect you, but I just want to keep it on that. I don't want to harp on, what happened to his brother. It's a sensitive subject, you know what I'm saying? He, that's something that he's probably already dealing with. and you know he wrestles with anyway. So I don't want to harp on that. I to be honest with you, I just want to respect his brother, and I want to respect the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? It's not about whether this situation is. I understand what you're saying, Trucker. Yeah, you're tying that in with your answer. I don't want you to understand. I don't want you to think that I don't get what you're saying, Trucker. Yeah, you're actually tying in what you're saying with why you feel like his girlfriend was justified for saying suck it up. But at the same time, I just want to, I don't want to harp on that because it is a sensitive subject. You know what I'm saying? It's sensitive.
I am, cause I mean, I get it, bro. I'm just saying if just throwing it out there, if my woman had my kids in the car, just saying, my kids in the car, and she knew to put a seatbelt on my kids, but she didn't do it, and then my whole family is wiped out because of the situation that she put these kids in, I'm not going to look at her the same. I'm gonna look at her and say, yo, you deleted my family. This is because of you. And it should go the same way for me.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Man, we ain't talking about no kids. We talking about grown ass man.
Nigga, grown ass kids, bro. It don't matter.
So what I'm supposed to grab him and not let him run out the car?
Yo,
what I'm supposed to do?
You listen. I know you on your emotions right now. You look. I know you on your emotions right now, bro. But you're not understanding the situation.
Another grown man. Come on now, dude. You tripping, man?
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. So hold on. So if I'm on some hot boy shit, and I put my cousin in a situation where I did the same thing you did, right? I didn't pull over. Now my cousin is gone. No, I'm not. Okay, you didn't. Or whatever the situation is.
I said. I say we? I said we.
Okay. Let me repeat myself again. If I put myself in a situation,
and he was just so happened to be in the car with me or nothing. No, I didn't say that. He wasn't no civilian. I didn't say that.
Nigga, I
come
just
on now. You gotta know the facts before you even say
nigga,
it.
Yo,
you gotta know
I'm going off of what
you
you told me.
Like this,
if
bro.
I put my cousin in a situation, if I put we in a situation, we get chased down right now. He get gunned down or you get gunned down. Yo, at the end of the day, y'all is in that situation. Your girl or the woman you was with, when she say, yo, don't cry now, suck them tears up, she was justified.
Okay, Chucky, yeah. You said that, but I want to give next level out of sheer respect the last word on this, because I don't even want to talk about his brother no more. I want to give next level the last word on his, if he has anything to say about his brother. But I want to show this video, so because I want next level to comment on this video about Yo Gotti, and I want JT to comment on the video about Yo Gotti as well. But I want JT to finish his reasonings on why a man should be able to cry in front of his girl in extreme situation. Okay, so next level, I think he had to excuse himself right quick. But JT, why did you give that answer where why do you think a man should be able to cry under certain situations in front of his woman? Hold up, before you go, JT. Next level, you got any last words you want to say about that, bro? Or you just want to move on?
Yeah, I want to say justice for Jalen Randall. This my bro. I want to say justice. HPD did him wrong, and we fighting for his injustice.
That's a fact, man. Hey man, and I think Trucker Yell shares this same sentiment, man. We all got respect for your brother, bro. I think all of us share that sentiment, bro. We men up here, we have our own opinions, but I think all of us feel the same way. It's respect to your family and to your brother. Real talk.
No Cap-tivity.
JT, why did you say a man should be able to cry in front of his woman?
Well, this is the thing. That's a part of your sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? If she's not a part of your sanctuary, then you don't need to be with her. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when we're talking about a man should be able to do something as vulnerable as cry in front of his woman, as we get older, the less we cry. You dig what I'm saying? As we get older, the less we cry, man. So if you got a significant other, wife, or someone that you consider to be your significant other, man, you should be able to be, or she should be able to see every angle of you. One of the things is that when you talk about women, they need to be in a sense of being, they have to know that they're being protected. They have to, if anything, they have to know that they're with a man that can protect them. And in order for that to happen, man, they have to understand where you come from. And when you got a sense of vulnerability, and crying is one of those senses of vulnerability, they have to understand what it's about. Now, if you just a dude that's out here just whining like a bitch, and you whining about her and all this other bullshit, man, you run the risk of her not respecting you. So at the end of the day, there are certain things that we would do, and we will cry in front of our woman. And normally it'd be the loss of somebody. It would be whatever they're going through with someone that's real close to them or something like that. But it's not going to be like a everyday thing with a man. If you find out your man is crying every other day about some bullshit, then you're not going to respect him. You're not going to respect them. And I'm talking about women. You're not going to respect that man.
Yeah, that's a difference.
It's a big difference. When my woman see me and she see me in rare form, and crying is in rare form, guaranteed it's going to be because something is just overwhelming to me. Regular life ain't going to be some overwhelming shit to me. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. We lose a lot of shit, but we gain a lot of shit in life too. So, you know, it shouldn't be at a point where my woman should be looking at me crazy as hell if she sees that I cry in front of her. Okay, it is what it is. He got over it, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I've never had a problem with, if I had to be that vulnerable with my woman, that she looked at me as being a bitch ass nigga. I ain't never had that problem. You dig what I'm saying? So, because I don't cry in front of my woman that much, I'll cry in front of my homeboys way faster than I'll cry in front of my woman.
That's what we said earlier, sir.
They said
we said that earlier.
They said that.
We
They
said
did.
them
Yes, sir.
exact word right there.
Big Bad Bull. The comment. Big Bad Bull made an excellent comment. He said a man that cries under extreme circumstances is less likely to suffer from extreme PTSD. I was saying that earlier. Yeah. When it comes to self-deletion, I want to say black men might be the highest. I don't know, because we are. I want to say black men. So, you know, this is a very serious topic that I do feel like needs to be addressed, because I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Y'all can call freezes soft. I don't give a damn. If the situation is too extreme, and I'm in front of my old lady, man, my old lady better not tell me to suck it up. Man, hold on, let me ask next level. I will ask next level this. Looking back on it, you're not with the chick no more, next level. Looking back on it, how do you feel about her telling you that? Do you feel like you should have been able to cry in front of your old lady at the time? I want you to answer that part.
But on some real shit, like, you know, like she was in the streets too, so yeah, it was justified kind of. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't know. It was
Right,
just,
but listen,
like I said,
you
I
keep.
ain't never been in that position.
But Level, you
Just,
saying
like I
she.
said,
But listen,
Well, yeah,
you were
that's
saying
what
you
Freezy
keep
said earlier. That
you
you know,
keep saying that
was something
she's
new.
in the street. Hold on, listen. You keep saying that she's in the street too. Let's take that out of it. Just this girl being your old lady, right? Just her being your old lady at the time. If you looking back on that situation,
she didn't have a regular woman mentality. She had the street mentality and shit like that.
Right, but
so,
do you think there was something wrong with that though? That's what I'm asking you.
Oh yeah, it was something wrong with all of that. You know, that's why, you know, like I said, I change my lifestyle and just keep pushing to keep going forward. You know what I'm saying? That's where the whole name, the moniker Next Level come from.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Right.
I see your boy.
No Cap-tivity.
Damn, why Next Level? I'm gonna say your name with a little more twang from now on. Yeah. So listen, let's okay. So I'm finna show Trucker seen the video. I'm about to show the video again for Next Level and JT. I want y'all opinions on it because I got into a huge disagreement in real life offline about this same video and my opinions on it. Now I want y'all to tell me what y'all take on it, and we're gonna discuss it. I really think this is a serious topic what we finna discuss when it comes to male and female relationship and how much you should, you know, how much we talk about protection. We talking about, you know, women feeling protected, but let's talk about men feeling protected too when they're in the relationship with their woman and a man being able to rely on their women to actually do the right thing in certain situations. Let me play this video again. Here we go. Now he put his arm around her neck and she kind of goes forward a little bit. She takes his arm and take it off. Now, of course, we know this is his main woman, and he's gonna try to put his arm around her again. Now they on stage in front of thousands of people. As y'all see, she taking his arm. She removed it again. What do y'all think? I want Next Level to go first. If you was Yo Gotti and you was on stage in front of thousands of people, do you think if Angela Simmons was your old lady or your girlfriend at the time, do you think she handled that appropriately? Do you think there was anything wrong with how she handled that situation on stage? Or do you think it was okay how she handled it?
I ain't gonna lie, Freezy, I ain't even catch the video.
You didn't catch the video?
Nah, Trucker Yeah still got me thrown out.
Oh shit! You want me to play it again, or will you just want to pass?
Yeah, you can play it again.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Hot sauce. Well, how you doing, bro? I'm gonna get to you in 1 second. You see it now, Next Level? You see it, Next Level?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking good.
Okay, so you see Yo Gotti put his arm around his girlfriend neck. Okay, she kind of go forward a little bit. Obviously, he was a little too hype, and then now she finna take it off. So she took his arm off in front of everybody. Now he's finna try to attempt to put his arm around her again. She takes his arm off again. Now this on stage in front of thousands of people. I'm not gonna tell y'all whether it's right or wrong. I want y'all opinion on it. What's your opinion? Do you think she was okay doing that? It was not a big deal, or do you think something was wrong with how she handled it?
I think she really don't really kind of like him. I don't really think she really like him because he been shooting his shot and been saying he liked us 10 years, 20 years, 10, 15 years ago. He been shooting his shot at her. I'm just saying. She been single for a long time. I don't think she just really. I ain't saying she don't like him, but she don't like him like that. Like like that ain't never been her type of guy. Like.
So, do you think because he was on stage in front of thousands of people, she should have been aware of that and she could have handled it better? Like she could have whispered in his, hey, you kind of grabbing me too hard, and then allowed him to take his own arm off of her instead of showing everybody she taking his arm off of her like that. Do you feel like she could have handled it better? Or you think she was justified?
I don't know about justified. She probably was just acting in the moment, just like how he probably didn't mean to like grab her rough like that. She probably didn't mean to react like that, but I just kind of get them vibes from her, like she did with him, like he like me,
But she don't really like him like that.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't like she was liking Bow Wow. I'm gonna say that.
I don't know. That's a good point though. So that kind of probably would explain why she did Yo Gotti like that. Hot sauce, I'm finna get to you 1 second.
She was like a little Romeo, not like she was like a little Romeo.
That's a fact.
It's win for the thug.
That's a fact. JT, what you think, man? The reason why I thought this was a serious topic is because I do think, not saying that Angela Simmons was guilty of anything, because I don't want to sway your point. But I do think women have an obligation in relationships, so do men, to maintain some type of discretion in certain environments to not actually make things look a certain way to other people, whether it's business environment or just, people that you actually care about. What do you think about a situation like that? Do you think that could be like, that could actually, do you think situations like that, a woman should be more aware and more, I'm trying to find the right word, more aware or more cognizant of, what's going on and have more discretion?
So, this is the thing. I'm a DJ. By trade, I'm a DJ. You know what I'm saying? And Young Gotti, his music, in the club, the shit bang. You dig what I'm saying? But all you gotta do is pull up this nigga's lyrics to that particular song. Right? Let's not forget who Angela Simmons belongs to. Who was her father?
Run.
Rev Run.
Rev
correct?
Run. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
Rev Run. So when you have a woman that's out here doing what she's doing with a nigga that actually preaches what he preaches, I ain't got no problem with him, you know, when it comes down to listen to the music. If it's a club banger, it is what it is. But my daughter, fuck him. Fuck that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
The way that he was handled, like, I look at her like, because I got daughters I have a daughter that's close to her age. Man, I don't want I don't want no nigga handling my motherfucking daughter in that manner, dog. Fuck that nigga. I'm pissed off because of her and him. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm cussing her the fuck out for being this nigga's prop on this little rap motherfucking tour or whatever the fuck
But listen,
it is.
JT, they already together. You already know that, right? You the father. They already together. They've been together for a year. So it's old news that they together. You done met this dude. You already done disapproved a year ago. You know he rap. So despite your personal feelings of him, right? Do you think a female should she should have more awareness? Okay, because people are saying in the chat she almost failed, right? And somebody, I think Gaia said, why did he put his arm around her the second time? Obviously, adrenaline was flowing. He was hyped up. He was on stage in front of thousands of people. I used to be in the music industry. I understand how you can be hyped because you got a sold out show and all that kind of stuff. I get it, right? So there's a lot of nuances to that whole situation. But what the question I'm asking is, if you're in a business and you got an old lady, should your old lady make sure she shows discretion in the midst of this business environment to make sure the optics doesn't look that bad? He is shorter than her, and I'm agreeing with people in the chat. I'm agreeing with Big Bad Bull. I'm agreeing with Gaia, right? He is shorter than her, and she did kind of stumble forward, and Yo Gotti was a little too hyped when he put his arm around her, right? But do you think she should have slung his arm off, or kind of, do you think it would have been better for her to just whisper in his, hey, it's kind of harsh, can you take your arm off a little bit before I fall? Or and then allow him to move his own arm or something. Do you think the optics matter? That's the point. That's the question I'm asking.
Right. So let me get out of.
And you going next, Hot Sauce? Go ahead, JT.
Let me get out of daddy form then. Let me get into the whole form of.
I understand.
All right,
bro.
you in the game. You in the motherfucking game, shit, right?
Right.
Absolutely. You know what it is. So when this nigga is out here, he pulled you up, and not only he didn't just pull you on stage, he had the motherfucking elevator that elevated you on stage, which means he's putting you on front center. You know what I'm saying? This is my broad right here. This is my bitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is my bitch. When it comes down to how she was like, all right, let me take this nigga hand off. Let me tell you what it was. She's conflicted.
Mm-hmm.
Ding,
You have
ding,
no business
ding.
being with a woman like that when they're conflicted.
Yep.
Her daddy is a fucking reverend, dog. Quit playing with yourself. I'm not gonna put it on her. I'm one of these niggas, dog. I'm done with putting it on the woman. It's these suck ass niggas that I'm putting it on, bro. Just because you a motherfucking rapper, nigga, don't mean shit, nigga. Rap is about to die. How about that shit?
Cap-tivity.
Nigga, don't nobody listen to that goofy ass shit no more. That shit is boring. It's the same fucking shit. You putting the broad on there, and as much as I dug that nigga. He was out cold, but it was only because I was a DJ. You know what I'm saying? I was DJing. I was playing all that nigga shit. Yo Gotti, you know what I'm saying? I used to have all that nigga shit on there. But when it comes down to that shit right there, it was all goofy, nigga. It was goofy because you dealing with a woman that is conflicted in her life. You trying to turn her out. I ain't got no respect for a nigga like that, dog. None.
Let me let me go to Hot Sauce. Hot Sauce, you seen the video. What's your opinion, bro? You already know the questions I asked. What's your opinion on the whole matter, on that situation right there, as far as optics, as far as her having discretion, as far as he, who was right or wrong?
Yeah, so okay, here's my situation. Was she uncomfortable? Yes, it looked like, at least from my vantage point, it looked like she was uncomfortable. But however, in relationships, we all do things that are uncomfortable for the sake of the other person. Now, she is in this place of business. It's her time to be a woman and uplift him and shine him and let him get the light. Our women, black women, have a very tough time sacrificing for the greater good and complimenting our men.
No Cap-tivity.
This was an exact time where she should have just complimented her man, did was uncomfortable, and then later on just had a conversation. Hey, next time I almost felt et cetera, right? But in relationships, we have to compliment one another. We have to do things that's uncomfortable, and at the end of the day, she didn't do that, and that makes her, in my opinion, a bad spouse, a bad partner.
She ain't no goddamn spouse, dog. Hey, can anybody tell me what the name of that song was? Anybody tell me what the name of that song was?
I don't know the name.
I can't remember.
But hold on, but hang on. But my point is, it makes her a bad partner because at the end of the day, right? In relationships, we have to do things that are uncomfortable. In my relationship, I do a lot of shit I don't want to do, but it's for her.
So basically, you're saying she should have been more self-aware of his business and how he looks in front of the crowd, and then
be a good part. Being a good partner is uplifting your partner in times that are specific. And this was a time where he's the rapper. He's putting her saying, "Hey, this is my woman. Everybody look at her. Look how good she is, et cetera, et cetera." And she responds to him as constantly removing his hand and things like that, right? At the end of the day, I get it. She was uncomfortable. I wouldn't say she's falling, but I get it. It might be a little bit uncomfortable. But in relationships, we're all going to do things that we don't want to do for the sake of the relationship, for the sake of being a good compliment to one another, right? And that's where she dropped the ball.
Okay. She ain't dropped the motherfucking ball. He dropped the motherfucking ball because let's talk about what the shit was actually about. Wasn't it about her? Now, this is where she dropped the ball at. When you had a motherfucking man that's a rapper, first and foremost, rappers and basketball players and football players and all these niggas that's on here, if you are a broad that's with these type of niggas, you got to understand that those niggas are not your man exclusively. Am I lying? Where the fucking lie at right there? Where's the lie? So if that's the case, hold on. If that's the case, then yes, I agree with you saying that she dropped the ball. However, there's some back motherfucking story behind this. She been confronting this man over cheating. No, what I'm saying is that she been confronting this man. Listen what I'm saying. She has been confronting this man over cheating on her publicly. You can look it up. Google the motherfucking shit. This is one of the reasons why this nigga had her up elevated on the stage. She didn't walk on the motherfucking stage. This nigga is trying to do some spectacular rapper shit, some super rapper shit. That's all it is.
So here's my response to that. She chose to stay with him, her decision. She chose to go on stage with him, her decision. She chose to go on stage as his woman, her decision, right? So my point is, if there's all this background mess and all these things that are displeasing,
that's a good point.
Why doesn't she leave? She's not broke. Her father's a millionaire, and her uncle is a billionaire. Her uncle owns Def Jam, right? So matter of fact, she has pedigree. She doesn't need him. So she made a decision. She
Hot
had a
sauce.
decision that. No, she
Hot
didn't.
sauce.
Man, look, her uncle's
Come
a
on,
billionaire.
bro. Come on. Hold on. Listen to what you just said. Her daddy, he got pedigree. Her uncle, he has pedigree. What the fuck does she do other than be the heir of those two guys?
That matters, bro.
Oh,
She
was
woman.
in a-
Woman. Hold on. Let me land this. Men
Hold up,
earn. Men are born with nothing and gain and then earn whatever they have. Women are born with it. So that's the point. Look, if you look at anybody else, Ivanka Trump, Paris Hilton, whatever, they're all married to multimillionaires or billionaires. Why? Because they come with that family. Women's value comes from her family.
Okay.
right.
I gotta say something on this one. Yo, listen. Yes, it's her fault for being on stage. It's her fault for fucking with a nigga like that. That's on her. But JT did point something out that I agree with. The nigga trying to turn her into some shit that she ain't supposed to be. Trying to turn her out. I got to agree with that. Because that's what it really looked like. I mean, besides the fact that she keep throwing his hands off and all that other shit, like she did with Romeo and Bow Wow, so it's technically it is some goofy shit, to be honest. But I'm looking at the little telltale side, like, yo, if you don't want to be with the man, don't be with the man. Don't be with, like, yo.
Right.
It's if you don't be with you shouldn't even be with that type of dude in the first place. Like for real.
Exactly.
She already she got her own. Listen, she got her own money. She has her own image. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why she keep going out or keep trying to be with these dudes that's in the street and all this other shit when she ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? She really don't.
Right. So,
but she ain't never really messed with no street dude.
Let me say something right quick. That's my point.
Okay,
right?
you next. You out the hot sauce on next level. Go ahead, hot sauce.
She comes from a great family. She should not have been there in the first place. So the fact that she there in the first place is she on some goofy shit. She should have been with Little Romeo. Why? Because Little Romeo also come from a legacy of millionaires, right? Because of his father. She should have been with one of those. That's who she was supposed to be with. But she's on some goofy bullshit, right? She's never supposed to be with him, right? She's supposed to be with some Harvard nigga or Yale nigga whose daddy is such and such, and he's second or third generation because she's second generation, right? So the fact that she even chose him already lets you know she's on some bullshit. And I pass the mic.
Next level. You ready to go? Cause I was gonna say something right before you go. You ready to go? You ready to say what you was gonna say? Next level.
Nah, I was just gonna say, like, she never did mess with no street dude at all. Like, that wasn't her lane. Like she messed with the Romeos, the Bow Wows. Like, her baby dad is not a dude like that. After that, she was messing with a boxer. Like, she never did mess with no street dude, let alone a rapper. Like a street rapper. Nah, she never did do that. So that was way out of her line. Like, her daddy never did approve of that. Like, years ago, her daddy made fun of it. Like, when he put her in the song, he said, you hear your Gotti put you in the, I just want Angela. He said, what do he want from Angela? He didn't approve of that. Like, she basically like make the whole Simmons name look bad. You know, she boosted him up more than he boosted her up.
Preach.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Preach, nigga.
Because he with a Simmons now.
I'm gonna say this. I gotta
preach.
Listen, this finna be controversial. I got a different take. I'm kind of agreeing with.
That's some bullshit, Freezy. No,
just hear me out. Hear me out. I'm agreeing with hot sauce, and here's why.
There it is.
If she makes a decision to commit herself to this guy, right? It's her decision. I'm pretty sure her dad tried to talk her out of it. right? I'm just guessing. But if she made a decision and say, hey, listen, this is who I'm rolling with. This is who I love. I'm going to be with this man. I'm going to support him, right? And Yo Gotti is under this impression. And she knows Yo Gotti is maintaining a brand, right? I think his record label is called YMG or whatever. If she makes a decision to come on stage, it's his show, right? Now, granted, we all seen he was a little too hyped and she did kind of go forward a little bit. But I do think she does have an obligation, being that she committed herself to him and to his whatever he represents, to actually make sure she protects his business. And it seems like the way she the way she took his arm off of her, it was neglectful. I'ma just say that. She it was almost like she, I'ma tell you, I'ma just put myself in that situation. I would want my woman to think about my business and say, I would want it to be automatic for her to just whisper in my ear. Now, somebody wrote in the chat earlier, I think it was Marcus, it probably was too loud. But I do think she was close enough to say, hey, it's too tight. Your arm is too tight, right? And then gave me the chance to just take my arm off or just loosen the grip a little bit. But the way the first time, okay, but the way she took his arm off 2 times in front of everybody, that stood out to me. And somebody wrote in the chat, I want to say it was Quita, it was cringy. Was that cringy to y'all? That wasn't
cringy to me.
It was cringy.
It was cringy to me because I have daughters that's close to her age. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that's why I was asking who got the lyrics to those songs. What song was that? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, when you listen to these lyrics, and I understand it's all entertainment and everything like that, but this is coming from a multitude of stances that I take. Father, I'm a DJ. I've always listened to all this. I play club bangers. I know exactly what type of songs to play and all this goddamn shit right here. And one of the things that I do know about Yo Gotti is that most of his most of his songs are club bangers, but they always were songs that were talking about bitches and hoes and all of that shit right there also. So for him to have a woman like Angela Simmons, my whole thing is this. She's already fucked up in the head because her ass keep getting with these goddamn stars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I just been pissed off that I've raised her in this motherfucking Hollywood shit, this rap shit or whatever. What I'm saying is this. She's being with these dudes that, are they actually respecting women? Do they want women as wives, or do they want somebody as being a jump off, right? Do they want somebody as being as one of these other hoes? If I seen my daughter come with me and she with a nigga, and all she gotta do, he ain't gotta be no motherfucking Young Gotti. All she gotta do is tell me this nigga is a motherfucking rapper. That's all she gotta do. Or a nigga that play in the NBA or a basketball player. I'll just be like, what the fuck are you trying to do? Are you trying to be married? Because if you trying to be married, you went on the wrong goddamn road with your dumb ass. The way I look at goddamn Angela Simmons is she is a dumb ass. You stupid.
But you know her dad ain't telling her that shit. You know her dad ain't telling her. That's
her
the problem,
dad
bro.
was telling her. Her dad was telling her, but her mom was probably blocking that bullshit. Her mom was probably saying, fuck what your daddy's saying. Girl, be you. Live your truth. Do all the shit that you supposed to do. Look, I mean, that's a young man. If love is, you know how they say all these goddamn cliches. If love is flocked together with fucking birds and girl, it don't matter what nobody say to you. It be shit like that don't make no goddamn sense. The up is the down. The down is the across. And they say shit like that. And these motherfuckers is out here saying it like these are the gospels. It's a motherfucker that on YouTube, Mr. Let Go, he always say, women are children. I be trying to find the lie in what he says, but he ain't lying, bro. He ain't fucking lying. There's no fucking way that she should be at the level that she was, the head start she had in life, being with a nigga like Yo Gotti.
Okay, hold on, JT. Let me ask the whole panel this. If your woman is committed to you, does she have an obligation to show discretion in specific in all environments with you? Does she have an obligation to show discretion, and does that apply to this situation with Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, you're saying absolutely, but does that apply to Angela Simmons being on stage with Yo Gotti right then for what we saw?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'd trip push her ass. I would trip push my daughter for being on that fucking stage with that fuck ass nigga. He's a rapper. What are you trying to do? You want to be one of his women, or do you want to be a woman of his? Can you do that with no fucking rapper? Why are you trying to find some shit knowing what this nigga is? You trying to find some shit that you would never find with that nigga in this lifestyle. I ain't got no problem with the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Yo Gotti, he do what he do. As a motherfucking rapper, I'm like, all right, yeah. I done played this motherfucking shit in clubs and all kind of shit. They club bangers, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want my daughter being with that fuck nigga. He a fuck nigga once he with my daughter. He cool if it ain't my motherfucking baby. Well, fuck him, nigga. Just a 50-year-old talking about it.
I didn't hear the answers from Next Level.
Oh, no, that's some bullshit right there, dog.
Next Level and Hot Sauce. Does your woman have an obligation to show discretion for you in any environment, and whatever your answer is dependent upon, does that also apply to what we seen on stage, her being on stage? Let me start with Next Level first. Does your woman supposed to show you discretion? Does she supposed to show discretion for you in every situation? And does that apply to Angela Simmons with Yo Gotti on stage?
Like I say, with just that situation just itself, like I said, I don't think he meant to grab her like that, and that was just her natural probably reaction. And then too, like I say, I don't think she really just like him like that. So she was just probably showing her natural reaction.
She bought him a Tesla.
That don't mean nothing.
Nigga, that's $45,000. You can get a Tesla for $45,000. What we talking about?
Bro, that don't mean shit, bro. If she was feeling that man,
relationship that's gonna last for a little bit, you know. I mean, it's probably for the optics, you know. Ain't no telling. Like I say, this is raising him up more than anything. Like
a Tesla.
I'm just saying.
Right, Tesla, nigga. We ain't talking about a Rolls Royce. You said a Tesla.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He getting indoors.
That don't mean shit. Listen. She know how young nigga Rose. First off, that nigga got Rose. Nigga, a Tesla. Yo, y'all keep forgetting this woman has been. Hold up. This woman has been making her own money before she was 12 years old. Y'all remember that clothing line, Fat Girls? Y'all remember that?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you remember that, right? You know who made that? That was her and her sister.
When she came out with that. Yes.
Her and her sister created that line.
Why you think he bringing her on stage as a prop? That look good for him.
Preach.
I'm just saying.
Let me get my brother Hot Sauce. Hot Sauce, does a woman have an obligation to show discretion to her man in any environment, and does that apply to us seeing Angela Simmons on stage with Yo Gotti just now? Hot Sauce, are you still there? Is Hot Sauce still there? Oh, Hot Sauce, you dropped off. Hot Sauce dropped off.
If she really liked that dude, she would have bought that dude another Rolls Royce. I'm gonna just be honest with you. That's just me personally. Alright, yo, you know what type of dude you with, you know how he rock, and He ain't rock. I bet you that Tesla's still sitting in the driveway in the backyard right now.
It's a Tesla,
just
nigga.
keeping all the-
It's a cell phone with wheels.
Shout out to Reek. I got to highlight this chat. Regenerative Life Wayne, he said Tesla probably gave her that Tesla for free.
Exactly.
Cap-tivity.
Preach. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Oh, man.
Hey
And
guys,
you know what's
man,
crazy?
listen, man. It's time for me to close out the show. First, I want to thank y'all for showing up, man. Trucker Yell, you know what it is, man. Thank you every time you contribute, bro. It's really appreciated. Next, I'm gonna say on this level for that. JT, man, bro, you know what it is, bro. Thank you, bro. I really be needing y'all inputs because guess what? Freezy might be wrong. I'm not one of those guys who just got to be right. No. Just because I look at a certain situation a certain way don't mean I'm actually looking at it correctly. So that's why I need my brethren and my sisters to help me out. And that's why I like to show y'all stuff, because a lot of times when I show y'all stuff, I've already looked at it at home and be like, man, damn, that shit was fucked up. Or, I might have an adverse effect to it. So I like all kinds of opinions because, you guys have made me reevaluate the way I'm thinking about stuff, And even with Trucker Yell and Israel earlier, as far as when a man should cry, right? They did kind of make me look sideways like, damn, maybe women won't tell us how they really look at us if they see us cry. I don't know, right? Women don't tell us everything, so, but it's just something to think about, man. Do y'all got any last words, man? Any one of y'all? Oh, hold on. I want to say this too. Next level, man. Listen. I just want to stay on this. You didn't have to, but thank you for sharing that sharing that story. I know that was hard for you, and I feel safe speaking on the behalf of Trucker Yell. I know Trucker Yell heart, and he's a good dude. I know he didn't mean any harm. Trucker Yell just likes to see just everybody do better. So I know it came from a good place, but bro, I just want to thank you for even sharing that with us. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for the support too, bro. I really appreciate you, dog. Real talk.
Freezy, it's no problem, man. I just had to come through and share that story, before it got sidetracked. I want to go more in depth with it and stuff. But I'm gonna have to link back with you, man. I got stories to tell, man. I mean, stuff, just to get off my chest, just different things,
Bro,
but
listen.
for us to support, you know what I'm saying? Real recognize real, man. I've been rocking with you ever since you labeled the Jonathan Bitchville. Ever since you was coming for
Cap-tivity. Hey, but listen, listen, man, I want you to tell all them wild stories. I really do. But I might have to make you sign a goddamn NDA because your stories be serious as hell. I would tell you that. Them motherfuckers be serious. But listen, Trucker Yell and Next Level. Listen, y'all ain't no bad looking guys. For next time, y'all make sure y'all have some lighting so the ladies can see y'all. Okay? I don't know if y'all got women yet, but we're just saying the ladies need to see y'all next time.
This my first time on cam too. I don't know how to really work this. This is my first time on cam. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. So
I'm gonna try my best, Freezy.
It's all good. Trucker, yeah, I done seen you on panels with lighting, man. You can't fool me. Go ahead with that bullshit, man.
No, I'm driving. It's nighttime, dog.
I know. That's what I said. That's what I said earlier. Yeah. But man, thank y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna drop y'all and I'm gonna close out the show. Y'all know what I got to do, man. But man, thank y'all, and I will be coming back tomorrow, man. Another great show, and that's what I was gonna say. Did y'all have any last words that that y'all thought of or something? Go ahead. Anybody can go. Y'all can just go in.
So, look, this is the thing, man. Freezy, man, you really, man, you giving us another angle to have these conversations. I'm telling y'all right now, man, it's a gang of motherfuckers out here, black brothers that's out here, man, that's really putting this shit down, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you one of them that's really giving us a different way on how to look at things, man. You're teaching us a little bit different on how to have conversation with each other. We ain't got to be so pretentious with each other all the goddamn time, man. We can always have the differences on how we talk with each other without being pretentious with each other. You dig what I'm saying?
That's
so,
a fact.
I really appreciate this conversation, man. Don't forget to follow me on What We Know Podcast, because we do the same thing. It's a couple other podcasts that's out here, man, that's really doing it, man. We all linking together. And I appreciate you, brother. Every time, you know how I got to do it, man. Every chance I get, I got to come out here and support my brother, man. Even if I ain't on your show, man, I always got to give you a welfare check to see what's popping with you, man. Trucker Yell, man, it's a pleasure, man, talking to you, man, having a conversation with you, bro. And I'm out, man. Most definitely.
Appreciate you, JT, man. Thank you, man. JT from What We Know Podcast. I'm gonna put his link in the chat. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe, man. Most of y'all done heard JT speak, so y'all know what the man made of. So that's a wrap, man. Appreciate you, JT.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, dog. Trucker Yell, what's your last words, dog?
Man, just find the right woman, man. You should be able to open up and speak to us, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to speak up, man. You should be able to shed a tear or two, to be honest. You know, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, keep it in you. You know what I'm saying? Cry somewhere else. Cry with your homeboys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will say this, and I will be fair when I say sometimes it is justified when a woman will tell you, suck that shit up. Sometimes.
I would agree with that. I agree with that, man.
Sometimes. I will say that, you know.
Trucker, yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. In the right situation, I'm a crybaby, man. I hope y'all don't think Freeze's stuff. I'm a crybaby, man. I'm saying I don't cry all the time, but if it's an extreme situation, I ain't gonna lie. Like losing a close loved one, you know what I'm saying? Man, I gotta let that shit go, Trucker. Yeah, but I feel you. Israel say even he say he gonna go to the bathroom, which I respect that. But I did. You know what? Damn, I forgot to bring. When I was talking about therapy, I forgot to pose that to the panel. But maybe I bring. Remember that question I had about therapy and if you and your wife was in therapy together, and the therapist struck a nerve.
Oh yeah, that ain't no reason to cry, bro. Nah. That ain't no reason to cry. You better not cry. You better not break down like the old man with sitting on the couch with his son. Yeah, you better not. You better not cry.
What's she gonna do? Look over to me and say, "You pussy ass."
Yo, she most definitely sitting there holding your head. It's okay, baby. And at the same time, she's like, "This nigga just cried. What the hell? This is some weird. I don't know how to feel about this shit." Grandma didn't die, like what? Grandmama didn't. What the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, if it's like, you know, that's what I said. Sometimes it's justified. I will say that, man. I've been in some situations like, oh boy, and you know what? I ain't even gonna front, man. I had to hold the L myself. You know what I'm saying? To a point where I can't even go home. You know what I'm saying? I can't go home.
Bro. I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a sad situation, but you know, it is what it is, man. And I get it. I could be harsh, but that's just my life. That's where I'm from. That's that street shit. It's still in me, even though I try to get it out.
What state you in right now?
Shit, I'm in Pittsburgh right now. I'm gonna go chill with my bro.
Oh, you had. Oh, okay. So you headed to go chill with your bro. You ain't headed to another job.
Oh, I'm working, but at the same time, I'm making money at the same time too. Got to be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what hustlers do.
It must be nice.
This one here for the thug.
Yeah, but
man, Trucker, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming up, bro. Real talk, man. Real talk.
For sure. All right,
Trucker, man. I'll holler at you later.
Holla.
All right, bro. Man. Listen. When I tell y'all this one here is one for the books, y'all know You know, my old school no cap crew, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what I got to do. Y'all know what I got to do, okay? Thank you to everybody that showed up, man. But listen, I got to give y'all some words of wisdom like I usually do, right? Listen, Freeze ain't finna get brand new. No, I'm finna give y'all some words of wisdom. Hold on, let me see. Let me find some words of wisdom for y'all. Let me see. Oh, before y'all go, let me show y'all this right here too. Damn, let me show y'all this right here. I got a special announcement. Hold on. Don't go nowhere, y'all. I'm finna show y'all something. I got a special announcement. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Special announcement. Do y'all remember? Do y'all know? Have y'all seen this dude on YouTube before? Have y'all seen this dude on YouTube before? Hold on, let me show y'all. This guy's finna be a special guest this Tuesday. I already got the live stream scheduled. The guy I'm finna show y'all is gonna be a special guest on Tuesday. Have y'all seen this live stream before? I mean, not live stream, but this guy before, he does YouTube shorts. He goes by the name of Big Cam I Am. Have y'all heard this his theme song? Hold on, here we go. Let me get rid of that.
3 touchdown passes, only 3 interceptions, and only 215 yards average a game. That is not Breeze-like work, and that offense has got to play so much better.
Oh, no, don't be mad at me, because I ain't did nothing. It was Sean. Up until this point, every 4-letter Sean I ever heard of was black until I heard of Sean Payton, and now we know why. From this point forward, we're going to have to call you Jay Sean, because Coach really pulled up and was like, "What's good with it, Kinfolk? What's good, Coach? Hey, let's get to this money. Cash out. Coach, clean. Cleaner than a jelly bean. What you mean? Slow motion tonight, Coach? Slow motion better than no motion. You feel me? Time to get it on, Coach. Hey, Greg, let's have a great game. Cue the music. Another satisfying race. This was years ago. How did we not hear about it?
Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all seen his YouTube shorts before. He goes by the name of Big Cam I Am. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all heard of him before. He has like 500,000 subscribers. This dude is huge. That theme song that y'all just heard, basically it's became a theme song on YouTube. This dude is known all throughout YouTube. Okay, so a lot of y'all have heard. Dan George, you say you haven't heard. Tune in, bro. He's coming to the platform on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Let me show y'all another one. Here you go.
I did it! Yes! Yes! I wasn't.
Oh!
Nah, that was a banger right there.
You feel that? You feel that? Yeah, man, that's that black girl magic right there. If you ain't smiling right now, man, something wrong with you. If you ain't smiling, come on, man. Did you see little mama hit that? She said, "I did it!" Come on, little mama. Oh, my goodness. Did she say, "Oh, another one"? Oh, my God.
Nah, that was
Oh, that got my heart just on fire right now. That's beautiful, little mama. I'm proud of you. Cue the music, man. Another satisfying race moment. Had a pretty little fro pigtail.
So listen, he goes by the name of Big Cam I Am. Yeah, Quita, yeah, you heard of another satisfying racial moment, yeah. Hey, how you doing, Judge Chocolate? That's my sister, y'all. Appreciate your big bad boy, big bad boy, always holding it down, man. I appreciate you, dog, I really do. Listen. He's gonna be showing up on Tuesday right? I'm gonna show y'all why he's gonna be showing up on Tuesday. Hey, Lucky, how you doing, sis? Shout out to Lucky Maria in the building. Hold on, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all. So this is the thumbnail I made for the show. He got demonetized. As y'all know, demonetization has been very huge in 2023. From Fresh and Fit to Cynthia G. Who else got? Oh, Doggy Diamonds. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Doggy Diamonds. A lot of big YouTubers have gotten demonetized. Big Cam I Am, YouTube demonetized him as well. He's gonna lend his brand and his contribution to the No Cap-tivity family, to the No Cap crew, right?
No Cap-tivity.
He's gonna lend his brand. Candace Owens got demonetized, Lucky? What the hell? Candace Owens? What the?
No Cap-tivity.
Big Cam I Am. That's crazy. He's gonna be a special guest on Tuesday. A special guest on Tuesday. Pearly Fish. You're not talking about pearly things. Pearly Fish. Who is Pearly Fish? Are you talking about pearly things, Lucky? But damn, I didn't know that about Candace Owens. Man, let me tell y'all something. YouTube is not playing. Anybody could be next. Angry Man got demonetized? What the hell? Damn. I'm gonna have to get in touch with Angry Man, man. This is what I'm talking about, though. Demonetization is I don't think a lot of people been talking about it. But I reached out to Big Cam I Am, and he agreed to come on No Cap-tivity with Freezy
No Cap-tivity
to talk about demonetization. He got demonetized. And all this dude I don't think he cuss. I think his platform is just basically, cause it's Christian based. I think he's a believer and he talks about racial moments and stuff, but he don't cuss at all. So getting demonetized, it's a fickle subject matter, right? You don't know why you would get demonetized. I've heard people got demonetized because YouTube reached back 2 years prior and demonetized you because of that. Black Man Unfiltered, he just shared with me yesterday, he's demonetized. If one of y'all know who Black Man Unfiltered is, go to his channel and subscribe. They demonetized Black Man Unfiltered. Hopefully after I get done with my segment with Big Cam I Am, Black Man Unfiltered will, join the panel and talk about his experience being demonetized. But Big Cam I Am is gonna come on and talk about, his channel getting demonetized. This dude, Big Cam I Am, has over 500,000 subscribers. Over 500,000 subscribers, and he got demonetized. And just like Lucky just informed us with, YouTube is not discriminating. And if you have a YouTube channel, listen, if you have a YouTube channel, you just might want to tap in, especially on Tuesday. You need to tap into No Cap-tivity with Freezy every day.
No Cap-tivity.
But you just might want to tap in on Tuesday and hear what Big Cam I Am has to say about how YouTube brought him through the demonetization process and demonetized his channel, which he feels is unfairly. And some of the things you guys could do to possibly avoid getting demonetized. So that's what No Cap-tivity with Freezy. This is the type of shit that we talking about over here. I know we talking about, the DNP conversations and Manosphere and Red Pill. I know y'all like to talk about, but over here, in case y'all don't know, we like to talk about subject matters that could actually affect your pockets too. You know what I'm saying? Meaningful subject matters. And listen, I'm not saying that relationships and marriages ain't important. That's important because we tackle that over here too. But there's more to talk about than just, Manosphere, Red Pill, gender war subjects. We don't just talk about that over here. We do cover that sometimes, but we don't just talk about that. Like I said, Tuesday, Big Cam I Am. Big Cam I Am will be here. Okay? Let me play the theme song one more time. Let me play the theme song one more time so y'all can understand. This is serious.
Music, man. Another satisfying race moment.
If y'all ain't heard that theme song before,
Another satisfying race moment.
you heard it here.
Had to pray a little
On No Cap-tivity with Freezy. He's coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Could somebody please... Hold on, could somebody please Did y'all block that user Barla Russia? Did y'all block that user? Barla Russia. Thank you. Emperor, you the best, man. They already trolling. They trying to get me. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? I'm talking about demonetization. And they already commented Tuesday. Did y'all see that in real time? In real time, they tried to come in the chat and tried to corn bomb me in the chat. And I'm talking about demonetization. The hate is real.
No Cap-tivity.
The No Cap crew, thank you, Emperor. Listen, I don't know if y'all understand it, but the No Cap crew, some of y'all might not be familiar with the No Cap crew. We don't bullshit over here. We ain't playing over here. You can't do it. Listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Thank you, Emperor. The hate is real. The hate is real. They trying to knock me off, trying to get me demonetized in real time while I'm talking about demonetization. And what did I even do? I'm trying to help. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, right? And I don't even know who that is. You know, the avatar was a black penis as the avatar. But we don't know what race of person that is. I'm not going to put that on black. I don't know who that was, right? But I'm just saying the hate is real. Here it is. I'm making a special announcement telling y'all I'm doing a show Tuesday to help YouTubers, to help live streamers. And they come in my chat with that right there. You know what that was? I'm going to tell y'all what that was. I'm going to tell y'all exactly what that was.
Another satisfying race moment.
The hate is real. Big Cam I Am, Tuesday at 7 o'clock.
No Cap-tivity.
But we will be back tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be covering Anton. When Anton showed up on Hardly Initiated, the podcast Hardly Initiated with Yada Awaken. They tried to triple team my boy. I'm going to review that clip when Anton came on that podcast. So y'all be front and center tomorrow. I'm gonna do the thumbnail and we're gonna talk about Anton showing up on that show and the significance of him showing up. So let me give y'all some words of wisdom, because we need God in here right now. I'm finna give y'all, we got to pull God. We sure enough need God right now. Hold on, let me see. I was gonna give y'all another scripture, but I'm finna change it up now. We got to do one on watch out for the snakes or something. I was gonna give ain't that something? I was gonna give y'all another scripture, but I gotta switch it up. That was the spirit just then. Let me see. Here we go. This is a good one right here. This is a good one right here. This come to us from, I appreciate that. Emperor, I really appreciate you, bro. Smith & Wesson, you better believe it, bro. You see what's going on, right? This come to us from Matthew 10 and 16. I want y'all to take this with y'all. It say, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
No captivity.
When y'all moving out here, amongst these damn wolves, you can't be soft. Be wise as a serpent. My no-cap crew is wise as serpents. You know why? Because we keep the scriptures. We keep ancient texts rolling over here. We're going to get words of wisdom every time. Did you see how quick Emperor took that nigga out? It's because Emperor is wise as a damn serpent. First time that ever happened to me. Because I'm talking about demonetization. First time. But they can't touch us because we got a damn spirit. They can't touch us. Can't y'all see it? When you come over here to No Captivity with Freezy,
no captivity,
you cover. We're going to pray for you. We're going to give you that word. And we're going to have serious discussions. And it ain't just going to be about how bad women is. We fair and balanced and we love and respect each other over here.
You so crazy.
F the haters. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents. I love all y'all, but I don't trust all y'all.
No captivity.
Harmless as doves, though. I love y'all, man. Y'all know what I always say. Shout out to Anti-American, aka East in the building. Oh, before we get up out of here, I want to give a special shout out to Anton Daniels. Damn, I got so caught up in the show. Hold on, let me do it right now. Anton will be the sponsor of the next show. Anton will be the sponsor of the next show, because I got so caught up in the show, I forgot to write it. Anton, why you ain't text me, dog? Hold on, let me see.
You so crazy.
Anton Daniels, well, technically he's the sponsor of this show, But Anton will be the sponsor of next show. It don't matter. He's going to be the sponsor regardless. He's the sponsor of this show. But I'm just the discussion was so good, you know. But it's appropriate because we're gonna be talking about Anton tomorrow, right? So it's appropriate. He's the sponsor of the show tomorrow, and we're gonna be talking about Anton tomorrow. So guess what? God is good, ain't it? God. All the time. Listen, also, I want to thank Next Level for his super cap. I want to thank Spaces for their super cap. I want to thank Tommy B for showing up and Next Level for showing up on the panel, and Tommy B for his super cap. Also, hold on. Oh shoot. You so damn dumb. Check the cash out. Also, I want to thank Justin Wade for the $10 cash cap. Appreciate that, Justin Wade, for the $10 cash cap. He said, F the haters. He just sent it. Shout out to Justin Wade. Check the cash out, bitch. Listen. Shout out to the whole No Cap crew. Shout out to all the mods. Emperor, Big Bad Bull. Thank y'all. Thank you to all the mods in the building. Who else? Oh, and Caramel Drip. Thank y'all, man. Thank you for manning the station. Thank y'all for manning the station every time, man. Every time. Thank you to all the panelists. JT, Tommy B, Trucker Yale, Next Level, Hot Sauce. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Premium Network came up too. I want to thank them anyway. I feel like I'm missing somebody. But you know, hey, man, y'all know I ain't perfect. But listen, we about to get the hell up out of here. Shout out to my auntie Low Key. My auntie Low Key say F them. Goddamn right. Shout out to T Will. Shout out to Cassandra B for coming on in. Thank y'all for being here. Israel Mills. Oh, that's right, Israel. Israel, I done said your name so many times. They know you was on the panel. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, Israel was the first person on the panel. It's because he left. He was the first one left too. My bad, Israel. My bad, Israel. And y'all can catch me on Israel channel too. Israel, I'm gonna do better, dog. I knew it. Israel, you got to give me some credit. I knew I was like, damn, I'm missing something. I'm getting old, y'all. The devil working, man. I'm getting old as hell. Oh, I got a special announcement too. See my face? See this right here? Let me zoom in. See my facial hair? Let me show y'all. Let me zoom in on my face. Can I zoom in? It's not letting me zoom in.
Leave, you so crazy.
Oh, I'm on the wrong damn thing. Okay. Let me see. Is it camera? Oh, yeah. See my face, y'all? See my facial hair? I told y'all months ago I've been growing my facial hair. Guess what? I got a special announcement. I'm finna cut this shit.
No Cap-tivity.
I'm going back to cute air freezy. I don't give a damn. I know I look like I'm on Sherm. I know I look like I'm on Sherm and I'm smoking woos and stuff. But guess what? I'm finna groom myself. I just was like, I don't know. I was doing some kind of stupid ass challenge, but here I'm gonna cut it. I'm finna cut it, man. I don't look that bad though. Mandrell said I look homeless. Put a one in the chat if I look homeless. My no cap crew. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think I look homeless. Hold on. Let me see. Be honest. Let me put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Freezy look homeless right now. If y'all think I'm reaching in garbage cans and stuff. Okay, my auntie low key. You ain't shit, my auntie. But yeah, I wanted you to tell the truth though. Let me see. Emperor, goddamn. Emperor, you ain't shit. Look, the clock, well, you ain't. But listen, I do kind of look homeless though. I ain't gonna lie. Just Jay over there laughing. Just Jay, you better stop that. Just Jay always laughing at me. I do look. Hold on. Let me. Do this help? Do this help? No, that shit don't help either. I got Indian hair a little bit though. Y'all can tell I got good hair. I got nigga hair. I'm finna get the hell up out of here, man. Man, my bad, Israel. You know you my brother, man. And y'all can catch me over there on Israel Mill channel too. I'm gonna do better, Israel. But he can't say I ain't been on his chat. And you right, you know. Listen, he know I got love, man. But listen, Israel, thank you, bro. You was the first person that showed up, man. And make sure y'all go subscribe to Israel Mills, JT from What We Know podcast. Hold on, let me. Tommy B. Let me go back to normal. Tommy B. Who else was Tommy B. Israel Mills, JT. I don't know if Trucker Yeah got a channel yet or Next Level, but if y'all do, you know. But listen, I'm finna get the hell up out of here, man, because y'all know I just be talking my ass. And Just Jay's channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Jay's channel too. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all done effed up and let Just Jay start going live. Just Jay, her numbers is going up so damn fast. I'm finna start hating on Just Jay. I'm finna start hating on Just Jay, cause Just Jay, I wake up and she live. I take beauty. Listen, when I come in from outside playing in the dirt, she live. When I get on my knee praying, she live. I'm finna start hating on Just Jay. I don't give a damn. Just Jay, I'm finna start hating on you, cause I know you. Just Jay coming for everybody. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Just Jay is coming for everybody. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Jay channel, man. She's in the chat. Are you amused, Just Jay? I would put everybody's channel in the chat, but I can't do it myself. But we finna end the show anyway. But y'all remind me next time. Next time I'm gonna tell the mods to do that. I dropped the ball this time. I dropped the ball. But I do want everybody to know to go to your channels and hold on. Oh yeah, Big Bad Bull on the case. Big Bad Bull on the mug. Okay. All right, y'all, listen, man. We finna get the hell up out of here. And remember, Tuesday at 7 o'clock, another Satisfied Racial moment. Big Cam I Am will be here.
Music, man. Another satisfying racial moment.
To free yourself, you must hear yourself. And until the next time, we out of here.
No Cap-tivity. Freezy.